Hello there. How are you, everyone? Hey, Peter, you're again the first today. Jesus, you're really fast. The fastest click in the Wild West, or however you might call yourself with that. Yeah, hello, hi. Hello, Malfoy, how are you doing as well? Yesterday I had a podcast, so I had to... I forgot to turn off my speakers. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for in my head. Yesterday I had a podcast, so I had to turn down the stream a little bit earlier. So we didn't finish off the third boss, so we can do it now. But after the podcast has ended, I didn't feel like going on stream, because the only thing I did was finishing off the requests, the two that I had in previous dungeons, so I have all requests completed, fuse some personas, buy new equipment, and grind some money by killing Alice's boss over and over again. Because that's just the best way to get money in this game, at least for me right now, because the boss itself is pretty easy. And it gives like 15k after I've maxed out the bond skill for getting money for every single battle. And it gives me like 150% of what would you normally get, which is great, honestly. And I also maxed out the possible junk bars that I can sell later. So it's all about money in this game, you know? It's all about the money. So yeah, these are my skills. Let me show you my personas real quick. This is how it looks like. I'm gonna turn off the camera so you can see levels. Jack-o'-lantern is here only because... I'm gonna explain just a bit. So I have all the personas for every single alignment, plus Principality because I can heal other people with that. And Jack-o'-lantern is here, so it takes a slot in my inventory here. And you may wonder why should it take an actual slot in the inventory, why is it important? Because if I collect a new persona, it's not gonna end up here, but I'm gonna get points for it instead. Or I can, if I get a new one, I can buy it out for free from the registry. And if it ends up here, I might overwrite my current personas I have in my registry on accident with a weaker one that I just got. So in order to prevent that, I just have one cheapest persona here just to fill out the slot, so I won't overwrite anything good in the compendium, right? Because I think, sorry, I think I did it once or twice with the compendium, so I'd rather not do it and repeat the mistake. So yeah, let's just go to the palace, and hopefully I'm not gonna get softlocked this time. I have to be very careful with that. Okay, let's go to Sapporo jail. Hello Raven, how are you doing? Let's go through the puzzle that was so difficult that I had to finish off the stream yesterday. Definitely not because I softlock, and definitely not because I had a podcast. So I go to the checkpoint just before the puzzle, I believe. Yeah. I could technically go back for the treasure again, but I don't want to lose that many SP on the way. Because there's a chest, right, that replenishes over and over again, but I don't want to get it. Even though there's only just one fight on the way. No, but it's a big fight, okay, I keep forgetting these are the big fights. So let's just ignore that chest for a little. Hello? Can I ambush? By the way, I forgot to change my party. Okay, let's do that first. Because this is the party I was grinding with in Alice's Palace. So I bring Makoto, Haru, and who's third? Let's say An, why not? And let's bring the girls here. The girl party. Yeah, let's see what enemies do we get, and then we switch accordingly. Okay, Principality is first, so that's pretty whatever. Let's go for Haru because of her basic attacks. Okay, shit ton of Mothman, which is fine. There's a Satanta, so let's use Sire on that. And for auto attack. And there's the other one. Okay, hello. Actually, I pressed the dodge button, but I guess it wasn't. I didn't press hard enough, you know. Though I think Haru is the weakest one when it comes to preserving mana, because it's pretty hard on Haru to actually use combos in order to use skills without using SP. Marakukaja, of course Marakukaja is better than Rakukaja itself. Duh. Okay, let's go for the ambush. Oh, Mothman. Let's go for... I wanted to go for Joker. Okay, let's go for left attack again. The Moth should be pretty easy to kill because, you know, gun attacks and Joker. I have unlimited combos with him. Actually, let me... oh, I can use auto attack, sure. Let me switch to Haru so I can use her gun attack, but here, this one. That should deal some damage. Okay, let's go for Tarunda. Switch to Joker. Can I? No, I cannot because he's dizzy for some reason. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, switch to Joker, and we should finish it off pretty soon. This kills, probably? Okay, it does. Nice. Okay, then let's just finish off the... Oh, right, I have to use this block. Oh, now, the puzzle. I can't soft block it, so I have to make sure that I do everything correctly. Basically, I have to move the block here. And to move it here, I have to make it stop here, right? Or maybe just I have to put one here and then other one stops here. But in order to do that... How should I do it exactly? How did I think about it? Because I have to have a block here, right? While I'm just running around. And I cannot push it through here because it's gonna stop on the way. Or will it? So I basically need to get it to this position. So I push this one, it ends up here. But if I push it downwards, because I technically can or cannot push it downwards. I cannot push it downwards. Okay. That's an important info. I cannot push it downwards. That would make the most sense, but I cannot. So I push it to the right, it ends up here. And then I push it up, right, and up. It's as simple as that. Let's check. I really don't want to repeat this dungeon over and over again. Now to the right and up, and that's it. And now I push. Okay, it should be enough. Thank you, game. I'm really glad I didn't need to repeat this thing over and over again.
Once we get in the castle, we're headed straight for the roof.
Even though it didn't look like I can actually push it this way.
Are you ready?
Oh, it's the final battle. Let's auto-recover first. I have good SPs and everything. Let's go.
Alright,
Let's go, I'm ready. There's not gonna be a fight with Prism Keep yet, right? I still have to go and send a calling card and shit.
Infiltration successful.
Alright, now it's gonna be a battle.
Shadow
False.
spotted ahead. Be careful.
Okay, let's see what we can do here. Shish Makoto, go up, go down. And auto attack because of the crit. And auto attack again, for no reason. Okay, I didn't even need to use anything on her. Nice. Let's go to the main hall then. And a scripted battle again, I suppose, because there is a chandelier, of course.
Wow, it's beautiful.
That thing I have to say, it is beautiful.
Yes. Such a magnificent design.
This is no time to be distracted by architecture.
Yeah.
Enemies here.
If there is a piece of architecture that I can use to do an attack, it probably means I'm gonna have to use it and there's a scripted battle somewhere. Oh fuck, let's... Let's take care of the minigun guy first, because I really don't like him. Nice, and that should be pretty quick. Over pretty quick, rather. She's weak to... nothing I have. But still I can use Freyla to just do damage. The soundtrack pack is a really good choice, a really good thing that happened. Oh, also nice camera when I aimed. Nice camera right there.
Keep it moving.
Of course I have to find shit like that on accident. Oh. Also my cordon move shaked for a bit there for no reason. Auto recover first. And continue on. I have to go there to see that it's closed and then go back.
Kyoto should be up ahead, but there's a problem. The door is frozen.
All right, Skull, you're up.
Heck no! I don't want my hands getting stuck.
Guess that's not an option then. Let's find another way.
I mean, Anne can use fire attacks, right? Can it just melt? It's not that big of a... that big of a problem, I think.
Hooray!
Oh, okay, I guess I cannot use this exit yet.
Whoa, a treasure chest.
Oh, there's a chest, that's why. Hello there.
Your guess is as good as mine.
I don't think that gives me much. This... Oh, this is incense, so it's good. Items. Go to the bottom of everything. Yeah, I have to go to the bottom. Oh, I have 2 instances, okay. Luck by 1. Luck for definitely for Futaba. Futaba has the highest luck in the game. And I'm gonna boost Joker, of course. Oh, I have to boost a certain persona. Okay, then not. I'm gonna use it for something else. Because I'm gonna switch those personas like crazy. Let's use it for the waifu, shall we? And let's give me the battle.
Shadows! Wipe them out!
And bam! And a lot attack. Oh, auto attack. Yeah, let's do it. First of all. Then I'm gonna go for knives and throw it to this guy. Because I really want to kill the minigun guys first. Okay, now I can use this to kill the stars right here. And the auto attack to kill them off pretty quickly. And that's it, that was a nice fight. 8k for this!
Hey, do you think we could reach the outside from that window?
Ah, if we climb out through there, we may be able to ascend the outer wall.
Nice, good idea. Also, I really like how the theme for this is not only how snowy it is, but also the food and forks, knives, spoons and stuff. Because Sapporo is known for the best cuisine there, of course. But let's go for the bond first, because we've leveled up. What do we have here? I wish I could upgrade this, but I cannot. This is locked. Let's go for the items, I suppose. Let's go for the item drops. Because if this includes healing items, I'm saving money. So it's great.
Damn, it's ass-biting cold.
The wind is strong too.
Careful not
Oh,
to fall
I have to use it, there's no other way. Oh, hello, random fight waiting for me. If I do this, there's gonna be a cutscene, right? Yeah, of course. There are no big chandeliers right now, though. Oh, hello. Don't tell me this is Setanta. No Principality, okay. And that means I have to kill Principality first.
I don't think they're here to mess around. Be ready for a challenge.
Because Principality can heal. Let's go for Joker, because he's the only one in the entire party who has Curse.
Oh, nice, Joker! You hit his weakness! You're doing great!
You're mine. Take this.
What's strong? Hammer and speed point with nuclear attacks!
Let's go. Rabbit step.
I know I'm just really trying to target Principality first.
Roll-up attack! Incoming attack! Brace yourself!
You're mine.
Or suddenly forgot her persona! Someone snap her out of it! This is your chance!
Let's go for Showtime, because it's a Curse Showtime.
Amahamaki. Here.
Okay, it dealt some damage.
Mind-blowing as always, Joker! Wow, Joker, I hate Fire won't work! Plus it's super strong! Be careful out there!
Fire.
That's the chicken! Good thinking! Whoa, that was awesome!
You're mine.
Let me in! Stamina's getting low! Watch closely on this leg!
Yeah, let's use my Frey.
It's yours!
Switch back to Joker. Hello, Tyrion, how are you doing?
Fair warning! It's gonna be rough!
Take this. You're mine. Take this. Fire.
Why does the first thing that he does is freaking...
Following up! Super fire! Roll-up attack!
Ow, 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 ow. Okay, 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 I heal. Do not worry.
This one. This one. Okay. This one.
I still have to get out of the dizzy.
Finish that! Let me in!
Uh,
It's a strong one! Exploit its weakness to curse!
yeah. Now there should be an all-out attack, and Principality is gone. Or not.
Strong as always!
Let's go for showtime again.
Showtime.
That should kill Principality, and the star, it's gonna still take damage.
Here.
Yeah, star is the only one left.
Switch out.
I want to preserve SP, and the star is almost dead, so... AI did a good job with destroying star, because I just focused on Principality. And AI did more than half HP to it. But I guess using all attack dealt damage to both of the personas, so yeah.
Oh, it's the Desires! That means the throne room's just ahead. Let's not waste any time.
But there's a lock, of
This
course.
is where the monarch of Sapporo resides. Is this all carved ice? It must be really cold.
A frozen cage that denies all entry. Does this represent her distrust for all others?
You
Maybe.
know, you don't look so good. Are you alright?
Obviously. Of course, one of the people here has to be compassionate for the enemy.
Mm-hmm. I should be.
Then let us proceed as usual. Skull, it's up to you.
I don't know why you're volunteering me. Here goes nothing.
Because it hurts. That's the only reason.
You did this. It's all your fault. How could you be so ignorant? Did you not think a snow sculpture could collapse?
Oh. Did she really flip the shit just because the snow sculpture collapsed on one girl?
I apologize on behalf of our staff.
Here it comes.
Collapsing snow sculpture.
That's a very weak excuse to what's happening to her.
This is where she must have been so heavy. It must have been so painful.
I mean, yeah, this is pretty dark that the girl died because the snow sculpture collapsed. That is pretty fucked up. But that's not the mayor's fault, and the mayor probably doesn't take the entire responsibility just for placing the sculpture there.
Get me back, Kaho. Give me back my daughter. My precious little girl.
I mean, we've seen the mother, like, as soon as we got to Sapporo, and she doesn't look that sorrowful anymore. I mean, she accepted the grief and stuff.
The accident resulted from my own personal oversight. Truly, I'm so sorry.
Still doesn't explain why this happened.
Is the mayor the one apologizing?
Shh, there's still more.
Well, I didn't think the statue had fallen on anybody. But isn't this the mayor's responsibility in the end? Well, besides, who can blame me? We don't get paid nearly enough. Nothing wrong with taking a little kickback here and there.
Those voices must be the root of Mariko Hyoda's trauma.
Or is it someone else's fault and they don't take responsibility and instead blame everything on the mayor? Still, it doesn't make sense why she flips the entire shit in... How long was it? 2 months ago? I know it coincidentally enough just happens to be the same time as Emma stuff happened. And maybe it's gonna be explained in the story. But unless it's explained in the story, why did she turn so quickly to being so spiteful and stuff to her own employees? That doesn't make any sense. As I said, the third act is the weakest one so far, unless the game proves me wrong later on and it's actually the best one. But
So that snow sculpture incident. Didn't we first hear about it at the park?
for now it's either or. It's either the best if the game actually acknowledges what happened here, or the worst if you just move on and forget it. The discrepancies here existed.
but I had no idea. Could Mari-san have really been involved? Is that the source of her trauma? Taking the blame for that incident?
It's pretty low.
Don't forget the guy's voice. Sounded like he was trying to pass the blame on someone.
At any rate, this is vital information. Let's go back to reality and confirm the truth.
Snap back to reality. Oh my god, it's like the 4th time Morgana says it. Same exact line.
I dug up some articles about the snow sculpture incident. Let me fill you guys in. 2 years ago, a large snow sculpture collapsed during the December Snow Festival sponsored by Sapporo Central City.
Okay, it was 2 years ago. Okay, that makes more sense. I thought it's 2 months ago. That wouldn't make sense. That makes sense a little bit, but still.
Kaho Nanase-chan, a 9-year-old girl, was caught in the collapse and died. Despite Mayor Hyodo's apology, the accident was ruled as an unforeseeable disaster. Therefore, she wasn't held liable.
Oh, so that's what the flowers in the park were for.
Yes, but we've already talked about it, right?
I wonder if the voice accusing Mari-san was the poor girl's mother. So this is Mari-san's trauma.
That park where the snow festival was held is probably where the accident happened.
Then let's head over.
Let's use Emma and enter the keyword there.
There should be a warden guarding the place like the last few times in any indication. Let's buy stuff first.
Please, take your time. Thanks for stopping by.
Note to all allies. I don't need stuff for all allies, I just need for one.
Welcome.
Okay. I keep buying this ramen set even though it's totally not worth it. Oh, one thing I forgot to do is to do shopping before we enter the dungeon, because probably Sophie has some sales going on. Oh right, as we progress, sodas from vending machines heal more damage. Because it's 20 HP instead of 10.
Come on in. Is this what you'd like?
Yes, I would like to get some SP. 50 to an ally, yes.
Thank you. Please come again.
And
I think I'm gonna be pretty set up with everything.
I can take your order whenever. Have you decided? Will this be a will this be a to-go thing? Have you decided to come back soon?
Yeah, I will come back as soon as possible. There's Big Bang Burgers pretty much everywhere in this game. In every single city. Cures Dizzy for one ally. I have to remember that when I use healing items, I actually have to take care of or take notice of what am I actually using and buying. 30 SP to one ally, hell yeah. 100 HP to one ally, hell yeah. Pharmacy actually has some good shit, but who would have thought, right? Having strong healing items from the pharmacy, just like we've had from the doctor in the first game. Not the first game, the base game. Technically the first game because it's the continuation. Yakitori shop is closed again, as usual. And this is the only one that's left, right?
What you look? Oh, that's dope. Oh, that's dope. Sweet, thanks.
It includes lamb meat, cabbage, and onion. Okay. It's something that we only can buy like one of these foods just to increase the ESP. I mean, we can buy more SP stuff from the pharmacy itself, so that's weird. Yes, so let's just finish off with buying stuff from Odori Park and we can continue. Before we enter the Dungeon. Yeah, I need to go through this way. Okay. 20 HP to one ally, 20 HP to one ally, 10 HP to one ally, but still. Love the names here, by the way. 1-Up instead of 7-Up, and Dr. Neo Salt instead of Dr. Pepper.
What'll it be? Is that all? Thanks. Oh, here you are. Is that all?
Give me the corn. Also like the name, wow, grilled corn. Like, wow.
Hey, welcome. That's what you're getting. Thanks.
And that's what you're getting.
We've got whatever you need. Is that all for today? Here are your items. That's a popular choice. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'll see you again.
Decreasing jail security level doesn't matter. Because it's really easy to just lower it down and not get detected. Unless it's for speed strats, you don't actually need items like this.
Let's get to work.
Okay, let's see what Sophie has for us to offer in the shop. Because we're rich right now. I grinded some money and I got some from the fights in the dungeon itself. So we're rich.
How many would you like? You put it to good use, okay? You put it to
Okay, I normally wouldn't buy them, but yeah, they're on sale.
How many would you like? You thank you very much. How many would you like? You thanks for your patronage. You thank you very much.
I'm buying everything so that I have 10 of each ingredient at least. So I can, you know, cook anything I want.
How many would you like? You put it to good use. How many would you like? You thanks for your patronage.
Quick Fix Alpha, I have 19 of them. I think I'm set with healing items,
How
really.
many would you like? You're buying quite a bit.
Yep. Oh, medicine.
You're buying quite a bit.
Yep. Rescue pill. I'm only gonna buy it if it's on sale, honestly. Weapons and protectors I've already bought, so it's fine. Let's just save, maybe? And go to the destination. Let's fight the prison keep.
This is where the accident happened, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
If we put in the keyword here, we should be able to access the trauma cell. There may be enemies ahead. You sure you guys are ready?
We are ready. I'm not mentally ready, but
I want to
yeah.
see what happened to Mari-san with my own 2 eyes. The keyword is Snow City.
Keyword successfully entered. Beginning navigation.
Beginning navigation. I think it's a conscious choice to give Emma this very weird robotic voice that it has it really hard to keep the intonation correctly. Yeah, this is the snow statue collapsing.
What is this?
It looks like this is the Snow Festival.
Check out those 2 suits over there.
I didn't know you were accepting rebates. I see a career man in the making.
Sir, would you please speak discreet about this?
I could do that, but in return, you need to do me a favor. I want her to take full responsibility for the incident. That way, she'll resign. Once that happens, I'll be the new mayor in town, and you'll be my well-paid associate.
It was a setup. Shit.
You will cooperate, won't you?
Okay, so out of the all incidents that have happened so far, this is the only one, I think, that I can relate to. As in, not relate to as I did it, but I can understand why a person did this, and flipped the shit. She was set up for this. That's huge. In the previous two, those people were influenced by traumatic experiences and turned evil because of that when they could just do something else. Here it was a setup. And I don't blame the mayor for doing what she does, of course, to the extreme, but I know the reasons for that. In the previous two, she could resolve it in any other better way. But here, it looks better for her.
Yes. Yes, of course.
What did you just say?
The mayor!
And she knows this, that it was the setup.
Oh, it seems I've been found out.
It's not what it looks like, Mayor. This is really...
Mayor? Does he mean Mayor Hyodo?
I mean, you've heard her so far, right?
Then, Mari-san saw this happen?
I had no idea you were behind this, that anyone was behind this.
But then again, why instead of taking the full blame... Well, taking the full blame is of course a good publicity stunt, but if you found a big conspiracy like this, you can just, you know, present it to the police because you're a fucking mayor and you can do it. You have the authority. People will trust you. If you have good improvement ratings. But... okay.
You really don't get it, do you? Well, this festival is held by the city, meaning it comes out of the taxpayer's pocket. I figured, why not lower costs and hire cheaper construction? But what's wrong with getting compensated for it? The rest of our staff makes these deals all the time. So, what's the harm in one little mishap? That sculpture collapse was just bad luck.
Damn.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. I'm calling the police.
What? Go ahead and do it. But I'm bringing you down with me.
You're the mayor.
What? I'm gonna testify that I did it under your orders. Then you'll be ruined.
That's... No, it doesn't work like this. You cannot just say, I'm gonna testify against you. What can you do? I don't know, prove the truth? I don't know. Like, isn't it that simple?
Well, after all, you're the one in charge here. See, I even have the papers you signed. Right here.
Okay, that's a little different.
Such an unfortunate turn of events. Sorry to say, but you're finished, Mayor.
You're a councilman, aren't you? Don't you want to do the right thing?
As far as I'm concerned, that's whatever's right for me.
Oh.
Well, are you finally ready to listen? Answer me, Mayor.
Be ready.
I already hate this fight. I haven't even started it, but I already hate this fight. Okay, so guys, for the next 10 to 20 to 30 minutes, I'm gonna try to be as silent as possible because I have to focus on this fight because it's the most garbage fight in the entire game. Every single time you fight the prison keep is just the worst. So I'm gonna try to focus, not talk much, and try to not curse as much as possible. There we go.
How can you blame a peon like me? We don't get paid enough for this. This world revolves around money. Money talks, bullshit walks, Mayor.
Bastard! Threatened the mayor? Is that it?
I had no idea Mari-san went through something like this. Something so awful. Think later, act now. We've got a real fight in our hands here.
Of course Sayo, but curse! And lies, okay. I guess I brought a wrong party here, but whatever. Let's start with this, then switch to...
Anybody stop him? The defenses in nearby shadows swung way up. Tactical!
Oh, okay. Trying. Not this. This. Oh, try my best with it, but... Oh, nice! We got a maxed... Master Arts. That's why Prison Keep is the worst fight ever, because of all of the enemies that respawn here. What? Oh right, I cannot use changing the camera, because if I do... Oh, one more, okay. If I do, I'm gonna switch targets. Okay. Okay. Mataru Kaja is whatever. Okay, this one is the easiest Prison Keep of them all so far. But I'm probably gonna die as soon as I said it. Oh, okay. He telegraphs his attacks pretty easily. So it's easy to dodge overall. And he doesn't have that many of them in the first place, so yeah. Let's go for showtime. Because I've loaded it up. Okay, good damage. Mediyarama, are you for real? Okay, let's wait. No, I'm gonna... let's use it twice. Who cares? I just really don't want him to get killed. I'm gonna heal myself from with some SP. Oh, never mind, I got moral support. Okay, no, I switched targets on accident. Let's heal some SP. To all allies, one ally. I don't want to use coffee though, I have something else. Let me just scroll through everything. A soul drop, yeah, sure. Now that looks better. And a lot of attack, okay, that's one. I don't think I'm gonna need two because it's already less than half HP, but we'll see. Okay, let's use Tarunda then. Oh! Noir was dizzy for a moment, okay. No, there is no enemy so far. Okay, there he is. I wanted to dodge, but I was too late. I know this star is gonna drain it, but I don't care. Honestly. Nice. Or not nice, because I didn't actually prevent them with diorama. Let's go for showtime one more time.
Would you care to join us? Get ready!
Okay, I can deal damage, use Sayo after it, break one more shield. Get one more because of that. Break a shield, get one more. Can do it once more to prevent the Meteorama. And prevent Mataru Kaja. Nice! Yeah! First try. Let's go. 30k for just this fight. That's impressive.
Wow, that's all of them. We can get into the throne room now.
But to be fair, as I said, this was the easiest prison keep of them all. Because he only had literally 2 attacks. 2 attacks, nothing else. 2 attacks, Mataru Kaja, which I can just breeze through because I can attack him when he's charging. And Meteorama, which I can prevent by breaking his shield. That was a pretty simple fight, honestly. Because both of his attacks, and he only had 2, were pretty well telegraphed because he has shields. And those shields, you know, are very easy to see. So yeah, out of all the prison keeps before, this one was the easiest. Which I don't absolutely care that later in the game this one was easier. Just fuck prison keeps. Hate those fights.
Who were those?
So it's better for me that this one was actually easy.
Mayor just now.
One was a city employee. The other must have been a councilman. Someone higher up on the ladder. Anyway, it seems this employee accepted an illegal donation from the contractor who ended up building the sculpture.
Payment for landing them the job. In other words, bribery. We don't know if the sculpture collapsed due to a structural issue or a general lack of care. The result is still the same.
Either way, the councilman was in the know. Not only that, he tried using a fatal accident to take Mayor Hyodo's position.
This one is the most serious out of all the previous accidents, as I said. That's why I will either really like this case or really dislike this case. Because it's so different from the other ones. If the other ones follow the pattern of the first 2, then I don't like it because this one really breaks the character of this is bad. This should be good, but it's still bad. Because this is reasonable, actually. You got screwed over by your employees and they tried to take you down, so you became really harsh on everybody because of that. That is something that can actually happen. While the previous 2 things were really anime shit. And also with this particular case, we don't exactly see that much use of Emma. Aside from, you know, gaining votes and gaining popularity in the city. But she's not taking desire from the employees. She's just being bullied. She's just being a bully to them. So it's just a normal, regular breakdown. A normal, quote-unquote, of course. Normal, regular, psychotic breakdown because of the trauma that happened and what happened with these councilman and employee. And I think like Emma and just stealing desires and shit is just put there as as something that connects this to the rest of the game. Because honestly, this looks like a very normal thing to happen. And also Mariko's behavior when she's nice to Haru and not nice to everyone else that is an employee. This looks like something that didn't actually happen because of Emma. So if... Now that we know what actually caused it. So if there's gonna be a connection later on that Emma influenced them to become really bad and shit, It makes sense for the first two cases, because they would not normally go for it, right? Go for extremes like this. Here, this could happen. And Emma is not even that important. So... I don't know. This case is just weird. I like how it's driven, but I don't like the fact that it doesn't fit the overall narrative of Emma instilling desires and shit.
Something along those lines.
Unforgivable.
This one fits better to Persona 5 than Persona 5 Strikers. That's actually my judgment right now.
Everything makes sense now. Kyoto overheard this conversation by chance and found out the truth about the accident. Not only was it someone from the city, but even her own staff had blackmailed her.
It's messed up. These greedy assholes only wanted money and power.
Now I have a better understanding of what Hyodo must be thinking. When she found out those around her were immoral, she became determined to purge the corruption above all else.
Which sounds exactly like a Persona 5 villain, not Persona 5 Strikers villain.
That's why she's overworking her staff and trying to push her ethics bill through. And on top of it, she's trying to manipulate the people into re-electing her.
And that's the only thing that happens with Emma here. Which is not talked about at all, because it doesn't matter to the story of this arc, let's say.
Mari-san. Well, no matter what the reason, the birdcage is finally open. Let's head back to the hideout and discuss the specifics of the calling card.
So, because I don't want to dwell 10,000 times over it, I'm gonna say it one last time. I like this case overall. At this point, I can say I like this case overall. As a single case, as a single arc of the story.
What do we do for the calling?
But I don't think that it fits the entire story and the purpose of it. So unless this will be explained later on, and I don't think it will, honestly. This is the arc that goes well by itself, but doesn't fit well to the story. So it's overall it's bad, even though by itself it's good. But to the whole story, I think it's gonna be bad because it doesn't fit well. That's my final thing. As I said, it fits Persona 5 better than Persona 5 Strikers, and we'll leave it at that. Let's go for the actual plot.
Maybe we shouldn't go overboard with it. I don't really see her as a bad person.
Yeah, the real bad guy here is the one who took the bribe.
No, the guy who offered the bribe in the first place is the true villain.
Was it not the shoddy contractors who built the sculpture? And they deserve the most punishment.
You guys sound pretty heated. Who's to say one man's more evil than the next?
That was Kichi,
So you
creeping on us out of nowhere. Long time no see.
Yep, sure has been a while. You guys forgot about me, didn't you? Why would you not get in contact with me?
Well, now that you mention it...
Don't need you.
Gramps, you completely slipped our minds.
All right then. Maybe I'll forget to keep you from getting arrested.
Okay, we're sorry.
Forget it. So what's our situation? Now I get the picture. So that's how Mariko Hyodo became a monarch. That would explain your debate as to who was the worst of them all.
What's your take on it, Gramps?
We're not supposed to call him Gramps anymore, right?
You kids are naive.
What do you mean?
It's clear that Mariko Hyodo was cornered by a pair of rotten scumbags. Tragic, I agree. But what is she doing in response? Isn't it just as wrong to change people's hearts and manipulate them?
Yes.
That may be true, but...
Furthermore, that accident was her responsibility, being that she's the top of command.
That's
Regardless of who did what, a real leader takes the fall.
But even so...
It may be a bitter pill to swallow, especially for a group of justice-loving kids operating outside the law, but the real world isn't so cut and dry. And the longer you keep up this hero charade, the harder it'll bite you in the ass down the line.
It's a nice thing to say after what happened in Persona 5 and the first couple of things in Persona 5 Strikers, because that's actually true. The world is not so black and white. It's really hard to say who's more evil than who, right? That's a nice touch to the case. Hello, Mash. How are you doing?
Senkichi, that's terrible. Take it back.
He's right, though. As much as you hate Senkichi, you know he's right.
Come on.
Sorry. Might have overstepped my boundaries.
No, I can understand your line of reasoning. You're saying that the world isn't neatly divided into good and evil. But that won't stop us from fighting. If we give up now, then the people who are counting on us won't have any hope left.
We help people in a way no one else can. That's why the Phantom Thieves exist.
I understand you all take this very seriously. Then tell me, either way the cards fall, you're not letting Hyodo get away with what she's doing, are you?
Correct. We're going to stop her.
Haru.
What Mari-san is doing is forcing her warped intentions onto other people. And we can't let that happen, no matter what the reason.
Right. We're the
That's
Phantom
pretty mature,
Thieves.
Haru.
We fight for what we believe in. Yes, we're gonna stop Hyodo. But we'll do it in a way that's true to us.
I have no objections. It's decided then.
Thank you.
So how will we send the calling card?
That's the true question.
Send it over with some curry to the mayor's office?
Are we a catering service? If anything, it should be ramen.
Better to avoid closed spaces, actually. After all, she'll probably be outside prepping for the election most of the time. There's no point sending a calling card if the target doesn't see it. I wonder if we can send it somewhere on her campaign route.
Like somewhere she's bound to pass by. Then how about where the Suzushino posters are? I'm sure she'll have a speech over there.
Suzushino posters? Where is it exactly? I don't remember. But sure, let's go with that.
Yeah, and if we time it with her speech, it'll be perfect.
The question is, who's going to place it there?
Everyone turns to Zenkichi, of course.
No, not again. Seriously?
Thanks in advance, Gramps.
Now hold on just a minute. Didn't I already pull this stunt for you in Sendai?
Consider it a favor, then.
Yeah, for being such a meanie earlier.
Shouldn't you own up to it?
There's no need to worry. We'll make the calling card for you.
We'll be counting on you, Gramps.
I love the dynamic. Oh my god. I love the new characters. I'm gonna constantly say it every time a situation like this happens because it's so well written. Jesus.
You little weasels. All right, fine. Fine. I'll post the damn calling card.
We really do appreciate it.
That's precious.
Don't twist my arm like this. Whatever. If we're really doing this, it'll be early in the morning. Don't be late.
I love it. Is the shop still open?
What are you looking for today? There's a sale happening. Now's your chance
Okay.
to shop.
Well, it's night, right? Can I exit and buy shit from the night? Yes, okay. I can buy shit in stands that are opened only during the night. I don't know exactly which ones are there, so I'm gonna go through all of them again. Actually, I think there's only two. No, not this one.
Thanks for stopping by.
Because this is only two allies, right? The sweet shop somewhere. No, not this one. We've already been here. I'm on the wrong side of the street there, aren't I? Yeah. Okay. Let's cross the street then. Because the sweet shop right here only sells during the night.
Oh, welcome. That's what you like. And here you are. That's what you... Here you are. Take it.
That's why it's only open during the night, because it's just so good. There are some good items here. Really, really cool items. And yakitori shop.
Ah, welcome. Come again.
Okay, yakitori is a little bit of a disappointment. Okay, now we can send the calling card. Now everything is ready. Do I need to do anything? I don't need to go to the Velvet Room. I don't have any requests. I'm still waiting for bond skills because I want to upgrade items. So on the next level I'm gonna do it. Who do I take in my party for the final boss though? Makoto and Haru are pretty much set in stone because I'm not... Okay, Makoto maybe not. Maybe not Makoto. She's level 36 already. Even though she's the only person that I need to level up in terms of arts, but... I'm already there. It's literally the only person that doesn't have her arts mastered. It's pretty sad that I'm mastering my wife last, but I'm saving the best for last, of course. So, there's that. Okay. So, I'm gonna leave out Makoto, and who do I put in? Sophia? Yeah, I think Sophia, because... if it's gonna be the same as the prison keep, then she's gonna be vulnerable to Psi and to Light. But the previous boss was weak to Light, so it shouldn't be repeated, right? Okay, let's think it through. The first boss was weak to fire and wind. Second one was to ice and light. So it's not Anne, not Morgana, not Sophia, and not Yusuke. So let's bring Haru, Makoto, and Ryuji for the best chance, but then again I don't have anyone to heal properly. Okay, it's not gonna be Thunder for sure. It's not gonna be Zio. Let's bring in Morgana for healing. But I said I'm not gonna bring Makoto. I'm not exactly sold on the fact that it's not gonna be Nuke or Frey. So yeah, it's gonna be Sai definitely, and maybe Frey. So I'm leaving those two. I'm changing my mind constantly, sorry, but that's just how I do. Okay, this is my party. Let's send the coin card.
Yes.
Of course, Haru is the one sending it. Okay, so who's gonna be the next compassionate person? I'm calling out Ryuji. Nice podcast yesterday. Oh, thanks. Glad you liked it. We're doing our best, and because we've changed our formula a little bit by inviting guests and just having some interesting topics to talk about in the meantime, I think it's turning out better than it was before.
I'm sorry to call you out so late.
Oh, I'm so sorry you're not my waifu. I don't want to sound like I'm her husbando though, so it's fine.
Thanks for being here. I wanted to talk to you about Mari-san. It's strange how I couldn't remember Mari-san until now. Even when Hasagawa-san said her name, it didn't quite occur to me who she was. But the moment she called me Haru-chan, suddenly, it felt like a lid popped open in my mind. My memories came pouring out.
Sometimes it happens.
I remembered all these things about my childhood. About Mari-san. How could I forget someone I loved so much?
It happens. Happens to the best of us, exactly.
I think what happened with my father affected me more than I realized. All the times we spent together, and the moment he passed away, I must have suppressed those memories deep within my heart.
He passed away is a very light way of saying what happened. Knowing what happened in P5 before. It's a very light way to say that what happened. But I guess it's because it's Haru and she still likes her father, even though we know what happened.
At some point, I got used to hiding things away, and I even forgot a good friend like Mari-san.
That must have been
Thanks
hard.
for understanding. To be honest, I feel like I was running from the past again. A long time ago, I remember tagging along with Mari-san and my father during a golfing trip.
How old were you there?
I was so happy running around that I ended up tripping and falling. And of course I started crying.
So I guess not so old.
Then all of a sudden, Mari-san came up to me and said, "Stop crying and get back up." And that shocked me at first because I always thought of her as an extremely gentle person. But because I knew she was so kind, I managed to stop crying and eventually got back up. I remember thinking Mari-san would never say anything out of place. I trusted her completely. At that point, Mari-san hugged me and said, "No matter how many times you fall, you can always get back up and start again. Never forget that."
Oh, that's a nice little line to say in a situation like this.
I didn't quite understand back then, but I think I do now. There's more to good character than kindness. Being good means dealing with the bad in front of you. It means to take a stand, even when all you want to do is run away. To realize nothing will change if you keep ignoring reality.
You're strong, Haru.
I have you and the Phantom Thieves to thank for that.
I mean, yeah, Haru went through the hardest trauma of us all when it comes to Phantom Thieves.
It's too late to save my father.
Yeah, even though we tried our best, but D5 happened.
But it's not too late for Mari-san. This time, I can change things around.
The thing that happened to your father was not your fault, though.
I want to tell her exactly what she told me all those years ago.
If someone interrupts and Mari gets killed because inside the jail, that would be the funniest shit that ever happens, because that will screw over Haru twice in a row. But I'm pretty sure that's not gonna happen. But if it did, I would praise Atlus for having balls to do it. I know they're not gonna, but they would have such big hairy balls if they did it, and the other person that's important to Haru would get killed off in the dungeon again.
Yes. Thanks for hearing me out.
Of course I do not wish it for Haru,
Tomorrow
but...
I'm going to do my absolute best. But for now, good night.
She's not gonna sleep well, I presume.
Hey.
Oh, Sophia was here, right. You can never go talk to anyone alone because Sophia is there with you all the time.
Why is Haru so upset over Mariko Hyodo? I don't have a heart, so it's hard to understand. Why do people try so hard for others? I wonder if I'll ever know.
I feel you there.
Really? I guess even real people have trouble empathizing from time to time. It may seem like a simple concept to you, but to me, it makes my mind go.
Those onomatopoeias is what makes Sophia a really good character.
But I am humanity's companion. I am here to learn and grow.
So even though I really love Sophia, the thought of having an AI that actually has a human heart is the weirdest fucking concept ever.
Paradise's purest snow. Then remember, on election day, please vote Mariko Hyodo.
What is that? A calling card?
Whoa, it's real.
Ooh.
What's going on?
Mariko Hyodo, the false empress with a frozen heart. You are a cold manipulator who treats people as tools to be discarded. We find this unforgivable and will end your reign of abuse. In fact, we will take back the desires who stole this very night. This is...
Oh.
And they say they're going to steal my desires?
We've never actually seen Mariko in her shadow form.
What a bald-faced lie! Those desires are mine and mine alone! As long as I'm the monarch, I won't let anyone stop me! Very well. I was just beginning to work up an appetite.
Oh, that's why it's food related. Oh, I see.
I wonder what you'll taste like. Perhaps I should gobble you up and find out.
Please don't do the same thing you did with Kamoshida in the first palace of P5, because that would be disturbing.
Why are you just standing there? Take these wretched things down!
Wait for us, Mari-san. It'll all be over soon.
Okay, which one should I pick? It's very important, right? Okay. Let's begin the operation. A very tough choice to make, not gonna lie. Of course, it has to be last surprise, but the better one.
Let's go. We need.
Oh, wrong checkpoint. Fuck. Wrong checkpoint. Also, there's no snow.
Okay, let's get going.
Why there's no snow here? Okay, now there's snow. And there's a chain. Let's go. Just the final boss fight and nothing else.
Oh, this is.
Let's get the item first, because it's the item. Frozen spoon. Before I go. Okay, let's go with
She's Legion. I'm in a Legion.
let's go with Legion. Unless she has nuke attacks, I'm gonna be fine. No problem, Mash. Thank you for coming. I'm gonna have fun. I'm having fun all the time in this game, except with prison keeps. I'm not having fun with prison keeps. But other than that, I have fun. Cage of Gluttony. Okay, oh. So it's gonna be basically Kamoshida.
Sorry about the wait. We're here to kick ass and. What?
Silence! Well,
Who the hell is she?
That couldn't be. Mari-san?
Honestly, she looks like nowhere like the actual Mari-san.
What on earth happened to her? I'm guessing this is Hyodo's distorted form.
what do you people want? You had best... best not get in my way. Oh, I'm almost there. Only a few more votes and I'll win re-election.
She looks like that octopus lady from Little Mermaid, Ursula. Right, she does. She kind of does look like Ursula from Little Mermaid. So I wonder why does she look like it? Because in two previous dungeons, the shadow pretty much resembled the desires of the ruler, right? Here, I guess they had to choose a theme, so they chose Gluttony, because that was the only one left. They just picked straws out of the 7 deadly sins and picked the one that was left.
This is wrong, Mari-san. Those votes you gathered by twisting the people's hearts are worthless. And if you don't stop your tyranny, your staff will collapse one by one. I get why it's hard for you to trust people, but you still have to treat them with decency.
Ah! You shut your impudent mouth! I've done nothing wrong! I will wring out every last ounce of
corruption from my staff by working them into the ground.
Yeah, we've already seen that.
I'll silence all charlatans who betray me. And I will consume every last vote in the city. Whether these people agree with me or not.
Oh, that's why Gluttony, because eating votes. Though, again, taking so many votes by her has not been a very prominent theme right now in this particular section of Sapporo. It's so out of place.
Only then can I build a safe haven, a radiant snow city that sparkles like winter.
Are you happy living a lie?
Listen to him. When you take away someone's desire, you rob them of their agency, the ability to make their own decisions. So what good does it do to turn your loyal citizens into mindless drones? Isn't it better to let them arrive at their own conclusions? To follow their own hearts?
How dare you lecture me?
Good job, Muir. You tell her. Mari-san, say goodbye to the countless desires you stole. Because Beauty Thief and the Phantom Thieves are about to take them back.
Of course the Beauty Thief theme has to be here. And anime.
They're all in my way. This is the last straw.
I knew I'm not gonna like it.
So very dinner time and the main course.
I knew I won't like it, and I was right.
Mari-san, what you're doing is wrong. So we'll be taking those desires back.
Shut your prissy little mouth. What would you know? I will consume all who oppose me, no matter who they are. I'll gobble you up.
Bootleg Ursula, yes. Week 2. Silent Curse, okay. I kind of suspected that. And strong to... Oh. So bringing Makoto here was a bad idea. At least Morgana can do something.
Now's not the time to stuff your face. Here she comes.
Baruchula, okay. And one more. Let's go. I don't know what she's doing, but she's gonna do this. Okay. Doesn't look like a hard boss so far, because maybe because she's so slow, right? Okay, after the jump I can switch out, and then the psychic attacks. Okay. This fight looks easy, honestly. Okay.
It's a strong one. Exploit its weakness to curse.
Persona!
I really feel like the only... Oh, nice. This is the first boss so far that doesn't utilize... oh, run away. Oh, nice. Are you for real? I just wanted to mention that this is the first battle that doesn't fully utilize the environmental effects. I want to drop the chandelier, but she's not even close. There's a heater I have to turn on. Okay. Oh. Now Morgana is spit. And we can use all attack. Oh, and... yeah, we have Makoto dead already. Okay, let's use the Showtime. Because it's Sayo. Trying. Morgana is still eaten, by the way. Oh, right, I have to turn on the heater. And she spits out Morgana, probably. I've wasted the chandeliers too early, and because the game didn't tell me that they're gonna be that important. Okay, she one-hit KO'd two of us at once. Nice, funny. Yeah, I want to switch the party. Stats, it's in the stats. So I don't need Makoto. Morgana is fine, and no, she's strong to this. She's nullifying ice. She's using ice attacks, so I cannot use Anne. And Ryuji, well, she nullifies thunder as well. So I guess Makoto is the only choice, even though she doesn't do much damage. I guess. Now I'm gonna use Sophia just because I have two people that can actually revive stuff. I forgot I could revive someone with Morgana. And let me not use chandeliers first, because that was my mistake.
Whoa, what's with all the food?
It still dealt damage to me. Okay. Okay. Ow. Okay, this is gonna be easier if I do jumping combos now that I think about it. Oh, Haru got eaten. Okay, that's fucking bad. I'm trying. Give me the chandelier option. Okay, nice. Oh, she didn't aim on me. Okay. Now this is an easier way to use Sai. Okay. The chandelier here is tempting right now, but I know I cannot do it. Also, yeah, I would need to heal some stuff. Heal most of us, basically. But 20 HP to allies, 40 HP to all allies. For sure. And heal Haru up. Not me. Not me, Haru.
This one.
I see that my health is bad. I just heal myself though, so nice.
This one. This one. This one. Persona!
Let's go for showtime. This fight looks good so far. Just to make sure that I dodge all of the attacks. Oh, nice. Wrong way. And all out attack. There we go. No, I don't want to drop the chandelier on the enemy. I really don't. Oh, Sophie's dead. Okay. Can you use Recarm on Sophie? And Sophie has just died. Just as soon as I revived her. Okay, so first of all, use Recarm again on Sophie. Second of all, kill yourself. Okay, next phase, even nexter.
More! There's still more! I must eat every last one of you!
Even a nexter phase, okay.
You either eat or be eaten!
Let's go.
Stop, Marisa! I know you're still trying to go down. The size of this blizzard. Your lungs must really be something. I'm done hacking.
Okay, I'm slowed down pretty heavily, okay. Sophie is dead for the third time, and I don't have enough. I am dead. Okay, so... And Morgana gets eaten? No fucking bullshit! Oh no. Okay, give me Morgana back first of all. Now, Morgana, you get some SP. If I scroll down far enough. And now you use Recarm on Sophie. And Sophie uses Recarm on Joker. And now I use healing for all of us.
Sure.
Oh fuck, again. Again, healing everyone.
Okay.
I need to cook some more soon.
There, this one. There. Okay.
Nope, I didn't want to do that. Try and...
Oh yeah, payback time!
Who gets eaten now? Sophie, okay. And drop. Give me Sophie back pretty quickly.
Switch out.
Bring Sophie back. Oh, I walked into it. That was my bad.
This one.
That's a long fight. It's not super hard, but pretty long.
Oh yeah, payback time!
Persona, you're mine.
That was great, Joker!
You're mine.
Let's go for showtime. Because I know it's gonna take her back to the regular format, let's say. Yeah. So the jumping attack gets cancelled. If I just spam Sayo now and waste all of my SP, I think the auto attack should be enough. Or not, okay. So let's continue to spamming Sayo until she's dead. That was a good choice. Nice. Third boss defeated. She wasn't that hard as a boss, honestly. Even though that one moment she just swung at us and killed all of us with one hit. That was pretty scary. Other than that, it wasn't that hard of a boss fight. I liked it though. It was a fine boss fight.
Now we can count on you even more. Take a look at my new
Media Rama. You don't need media. Media Rama as well. You don't need media. Now anime time.
Not yet. I won't let it end this way. I need to wipe out all of Sapporo's injustice.
Please stop. Haven't you done enough?
What?
You're a kind person, Mari-san. And I know you've tried to shoulder all of this alone. The staff member who took bribes. The councilman who tried to set you up. Even the girl who died in the accident. Each of these things grieved you.
Yep.
And in order to make a city where none of it could reoccur, you took action as you saw fit. Am I right?
As the mayor, I know very well that little girl's death was ultimately my fault.
But my staff betrayed me, all for their insatiable greed.
And bribes and stuff.
Leave that awful position behind. Unfortunately, it wasn't as simple as that. Had I gone, I'd only be replaced by greedy scum. That's why I never stepped down. In this world, it's either eat or be eaten. And with circumstances so cruel, I decided I'd be the one doing the eating. Even if every last one of my votes were false, at least I could use them to make the world a better place. But if I was replaced as mayor, who would be there to honor that little girl's memory? An innocent girl lost her life, yet I could do nothing to stop the evil still afoot.
It's not too late to set this right. First, you must tell the people everything that happened. Then can you get a fresh start? But this time, on your own strength.
That would be impossible.
I cooperated with those awful men to hide the truth. That way I could continue being mayor. There's nothing I can do.
Atone for your sins.
Stand up, Mariko Hyodo! Are you just going to stay knocked down? You are a kind and strong woman, not someone who collapses over mistakes. So stand up and hold your head up high, because no matter how many times you fall, you can always get back up and start again.
Isn't that...
Yes. You said that to me a long time ago. Even if you told the people the truth about the incident, there are those who would still see the good in you. Don't let your position ruin you. Think back to what you stood for.
She's right, Mayor. You can't give up.
If you tell everyone your side of things, they'll listen.
When my father died, I felt like my heart was going to break. But thanks to the Phantom Thieves, I was able to stand strong and move forward. That's why I know you can too. Remember the part of you that taught me to get back up, no matter how many times I fall.
Yes. You're right. Thank you, Haru-chan. What I've done was wrong. I drove my employees to the brink and used a strange power to manipulate the votes. I was so driven by my personal agenda, I lost sight of how I originally felt. And why I ran for mayor in the first place. To make a city beloved by everyone. To give back to the home where I was raised. That's reason enough to take another step. I won't make this mistake again.
I never needed this power from the start.
That's actually true.
You've grown so much.
Your father must be so happy in heaven.
Mari-san. Happy?
This moment right here, I believe, that's why I was silent the entire time, almost. As silent as I could be, you know. This right here, I think, is one of the very few, if not any, Persona 5 villains I can be sad for. And I actually be compassionate for. Because when I think about it, all villains in the actual Persona 5 were just crooks. Right? Well, except Futaba's Palace, but you know why. All of the villains there were just straight up crooks. First two cases here as well, they were misguided, but they ultimately did a very bad thing for no apparent reason. Here, the reason was pretty clear. And it's understandable that this happened. So, I can see why, you know, as I said numerous times. This is the first time in Persona 5, I think, ever, I can actually feel compassionate for the villain.
This place is collapsing! Let's go!
Not the place itself, but the desires, I suppose, because the jail is not collapsing, right? The jail is still here, and it's gonna be here. That's how it rolls. Did they forget about it already? They're using the same thing as in the previous dungeon, but it doesn't make sense.
That took us quite a while.
Haru, you were fantastic.
Cage of Gluttony torched. Oh, okay. Let me look at one thing. Yeah, I have to go here because trophy cells are hidden. Cage of Lust closed. Cage of Vanity conquered. Because Prince of Nightmares. Cage of Gluttony torched because it was a snow thing. I love these trophies overall. Like, they are so thematic actually. All of these are the story, I suppose. You did great.
It was only because you were all with me. But I do wonder if Mari-san will be okay.
We'll see tomorrow.
I'd say so. Her shadow disappeared like they always do.
Yeah, your feelings definitely reached her. I'm sure her heart has changed for the better. Well, I guess this wraps up the mission. Still need to confirm that the citizens are all back to normal. It'd be nice if we could do that right away.
Can't we grab something to eat first? I'm hungry enough to pass out here.
He has a point. Battles can't be fought on an empty stomach.
The battle's already over, but still.
Hey, can we try Genghis Khan? That delicious lamb barbecue dish? Ooh, that's a must in Hokkaido.
Yep.
What? I thought we were finally getting lobster hot pot.
Since when did we decide that? And why would we when it's so damn hot out?
But if you think about it, isn't Genghis Khan also sort of like hot pot?
No way! Isn't it supposed to be barbecue?
Well, cooking Genghis Khan does require a utensil called a Genghis Khan pot. And you can't barbecue in a pot.
What about sukiyaki? Yeah, let's change the topic.
True. Though sukiyaki is served hot pot style, its etymology does refer to grilling. I wonder why. Does it even matter?
Exactly.
Hey, was that a smile just now?
It's not our wife. Why do I have to answer that?
Yeah, straight from Sapporo, it's Beauty Thief's award-winning smile. I'm relieved too. I thought you might be weighed down by all that's happened.
Indeed. She was so weighed down that she met up with our leader for a private midnight chat.
Huh? Were you watching?
This ammo type count for all the party members. Nice.
All right, Sophia.
Still not as useful as money, but still nice. What? Did Sophia just struggle with stuff? Because of heart and shit?
Is this a joke?
What could it be?
Well, everyone seems pretty normal to me.
You have to realize their
Support
mistakes.
from Mariko Hyodo appears to have died down.
I'm glad they're back to their senses. What a drastic change. Just goes to show how powerful a monarch's influence can be.
Hey, guess what? Kyoto-san's holding a press conference right now.
Anime?
Thank you.
No, anime, okay.
For taking your time to gather here today. Actually, there's something I've been meaning to share with everyone.
It's a reused asset of the previous press conference that... Jeez, I always forget his name. Natsume was holding. It's the same exact room.
As of today, I will be resigning from office. I do not intend to seek re-election either. During my time as mayor, I've betrayed all of your trust. You may think of me as a mayor who's earned your trust, but in truth, there's plenty that I'm ashamed of. The snow sculpture that collapsed was built by an unscrupulous company that bribed one of my staff. In spite of my responsibility, I neglected to see the finer details and went ahead with the construction. As a result, the sculpture ended up collapsing, and a girl's precious life was lost.
That was 2 years ago, though.
Furthermore, I elected to cover up the truth. All so I could save my position. I've been garnering votes I didn't deserve in order to stay on as mayor. I betrayed everyone to protect myself and covered it up by allowing more wrongdoing. I am among the guilty. That little girl, she died because of me. As such, I will have the police reinvestigate the case and offer my full assistance.
Ooh, that's
Instead,
nice.
I will drop out of the election and forfeit my position as mayor.
The reinvestigation actually sounds nice as an act of greatness.
Kyoto-san's made up her mind. I wonder if she'll be arrested. Good question.
Oh, Yoda was afraid that if she wasn't the mayor, she couldn't protect her people.
Yeah, it's the very best moment for Grzegorz Brzęczyszkiewicz, Tyrion. You're right. You're right.
She could have
Thanks for
told the
redeeming
truth
that.
and made her underling take the blame, but she was concerned about other evils potentially lurking in the shadows.
I think this turned out for the best. Mari-san wouldn't have wanted to hide her mistake forever.
Zenkichi?
Zenkichi is on the line.
Zenkichi.
Hey, you guys see Hyodo's press conference?
We did.
Yep. You all did a bang-up job. Really, can't thank you enough. They plan on bringing Kyoto in as a key witness regarding the accident. I knew you'd want to analyze her phone, too. So I pulled a few strings, and now I'm her personal chauffeur. At least as far as the station. If you want, I can open up some time for you to talk to her. Just tell me where you want to meet.
That's a very, very nice setup.
Sorry. How could you ever forgive me, Kaho-chan?
Mari-san.
Haru-chan. Listen, there was something wrong with me. It's like I was in a terrible dream. I don't know when it was that my heart grew so cold, but after what you told me, I remembered who I really was inside. When I became mayor, I wanted to protect the city and everyone in it as if they were my own family. I remembered that feeling. Thanks to you, I've finally been able to confront myself.
Get surrounded by a bunch of teens, what do? You have no other choice, especially considering they literally can change your heart. You don't exactly know their methods, but they can change your heart. If you're Zenkichi, of course, and you know it. If you don't, then... Still. You can confess, right? Like Mariko does right now.
And I realized that I was doing a horrible disservice to that girl. I had lost sight of reality and begun acting self-righteous. Nothing I did was for her sake.
But Mari-san, you were doing the best you could.
No, it's the truth. Had I not realized my mistake, I would have likely continued to hurt even more people.
True.
That's not what Kaho-chan would want. So let me say, thank you, Haru-chan. Thank you for saving this city, for saving my family.
Mari-san!
That's a very
Mara's
heartful
recent
moment.
passing must have caused you so much turmoil. I'm sorry I added to it. But if there's anything I can do for you in the future, any way I can be there, just ask me. I say this because you're a precious part of my family too.
Thank you so much, Mari-san.
That's actually a heartful moment, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, this is actually a good heartful moment.
I suppose I must get going. Though I am concerned about the state of affairs I've left our city in, I'll leave it up to my successor. An arrogant wretch like me has no place being the mayor.
Does that mean you won't be involved in politics anymore?
Yes, I'm too ashamed to show my face in public. And at my age, there are plenty of younger folks who can...
Mayor.
Or...
The mother.
I saw the news. So you're resigning. And you're leaving politics for good?
That's right. I've promised to step down and never...
You can't be serious! Resigning won't bring her back. In fact, it won't change a thing.
Kaho.
Nothing can change what happened to my daughter.
Hey, shouldn't we get in there?
Hold
No.
that thought a moment.
No.
So you can't. You can't just run away. You need to start over and become our mayor again.
What?
When I was weeping with rage and grief, you stood there and cried with me. Instead of running away, you were there when I needed someone the most.
That's actually
I know
heartwarming.
your character more than anyone.
Ma'am, thank you for sharing your heart with me. Then I promise to both you and your daughter, I will stand back up and become your mayor again.
Mari-san.
I don't get it.
As usual, Sophia.
I know this is a sad moment. Everyone is crying, but it also feels warm and kind. How would you describe this?
Happiness, I'd say.
I see. So that's why Haru helped Hyodo to transform sadness into happiness, recording valuable data. Sophia has learned happiness.
I'm not crying, you're crying. Yeah, obviously, actually at 1 or 2 points have pulled my tears down and refrained from crying, but that's actually a very heartful moment, I have to say. One of the very few in when it comes to the villain itself, right? Or villain themselves, I should say in English. Villain themselves, right? And that's why it's so cool. For the first time, I think, in Persona 5.
No, it seems like she really understood Hyodo's intentions.
I'm so happy for you, Mari-san.
She reminded me of what Haru said in jail.
Stand up, Mariko Hyodo! Like that? Hey, that was a tender moment. There's no need to reenact it.
Yeah, but you played it so cool back there. It really touched my heart.
Well played, Beauty Thief.
Could you please forget it already?
Indeed, truly moving.
You did good, Haru. It really was touching.
Yes, 28 level. I can actually upgrade items again. as soon as I get to the menus, because that's gonna take a while on her mind. You have a date! We can have a date! Nice! I forgot there are dates in this game. Let's upgrade item drop rate, and it's maxed again. Nice. All the money things I can do are maxed. That's really cool. This is what I want to max the most. Oh yeah, let's max Sophia as well. I also love how the most things I max are not even considered things that are in dungeons themselves or straight up battle things. Just, you know, having all the utensils I need. And then just focusing on other stuff. Okay, let's save first of all. After we've changed the heart. And yeah, it's an important date we're going through, so I'm gonna prepare myself, grab myself some water beforehand and go to the bathroom real quick. So like 2 minute or 1 minute, 1 to 2 minute break. Be just right back, don't go anywhere. Okay, I'm back. Don't worry. Everything is fine. And now we go for a date. Okay, so I guess our options are all of the girls or the boy date, right? I wonder if I can talk to them without actually going for a date. Let's try on Futaba. If it ends up being on a date, I'm gonna restart. That's it.
What are you gonna do?
I'll ask someone else. Okay, so it's just picking your poison, I guess.
What'll it be?
Okay, let's buy corn first.
Thanks a bunch. Is that all? Thanks a bunch. Oh, that's cool. Here you are. Please come back soon.
I cannot leave, so I might as well just do some shopping, right?
Hey, welcome. That's super. For your that's what you're getting. Come back again.
Take a look around. That's a popular carrier item. We've got pink Is that all for today? Thank you very much.
Okay, these two are not necessary. Oh, and vending machine, right. And Sophia's shop as well. I don't know if I can go to the camper though, but we'll see. I don't think I can, but we'll see, just in case. Just in case.
What is it?
No, okay. Makoto, where are you? I'm taking Makoto, of course. Makoto is my best waifu. What did you expect? Even though it would be sweet to take Haru for this date, just because what happened in this exact city, but still Haru is not my waifu. It's Makoto.
Is something the matter? What are you gonna do?
Yep.
Let's get going. Incredible.
Does the auto does not work? Okay. Am I wrong to consider this a date? It is a date, though! You're not a kid. You're my waifu, right?
Oh my.
Don't make yourself grow up.
Yes. I was thinking.
Oh. Oh. It's sad though that she straight up said it's not a date, right? It is though! It is a date!
So I went to talk to Hyodo, but nothing new came out of it.
Would love some actual dialogue, true, but probably there are so many different options you could take. They probably decided to not voice all of them because you would still miss out on some, right? In P5 there were voiced, I think, though, so I don't know.
All she explained is that she could control whoever added her as a friend on Emma.
What about her phone? Basically the same thing.
Not to worry, I have it with me. Here.
Now that's what I want to see. After reviewing the facts, I've just about confirmed it. Each of these so-called incidents, I think they all stemmed from a mastermind.
Yep.
Oh? I'm curious as to why you think so.
Hyodo, Natsume, Alice. All three were changing people's hearts to do bad things. But deep down, none of them were truly evil.
For Hyodo, yes, for others.
At the very least, they're not the same as the rulers who distorted reality for their own sakes and ended up spawning palaces.
I'd been considering that as well. Before Natsume lost sight of his writing, he was diligently working toward his dreams.
Alice, too. She was doing her very best to be a ray of light and hope for other people.
Mari-san was also striving for the betterment of everyone in Sapporo. Right. They're different from criminal scum like Kamoshida and Madarame, who acted only for their own benefit.
Though saying stuff about Madarame when we have evidence that very, very back in the past he sometimes was good, and just in front of Yusuke, saying that just in front of Yusuke, I would be pissed off if I was Yusuke here.
Okay, but how does a handful of not-so-evil monarchs prove there's a mastermind behind all this?
The fact that jails are fundamentally different from palaces provides us a big clue. For starters, jails don't have any treasures for the taking. All we found are people's stolen desires.
How much of P4 story connects with P5? At all. Every single Persona game is a different set of story. They have the same theme. There is a group of teenagers who saves the world and uses personas and go through the dungeons and stuff, but every single game is different. Like, different group of teenagers, different setting, different reasons, different way to go through dungeons, different villains, different ending game. Basically everything is different. P5 Strikers is the first actual sequel to the previous Persona setting, let's say. That is canon. It's a canon sequel to the previous game, and it's the first time it ever happened.
That means monarchs don't have twisted enough wills to reshape reality and form treasures.
I like fighting system in P5 rather than in P4. It's basically the same, but in P5 there is a bigger touch, a bigger impact on technical stuff, like technical hits, and there are more affinities that enemies have, so we have to counter them. So it's a little bit more technical than other personas. That I can agree on, sure.
Which would mean that jails aren't created by the monarchs themselves. Someone else must be doing the creating. Our final clue is the locks on all those bird cages. In order to get to the monarch, we've always had to unlock a door that denies us passage. I had thought this was just a security measure designed to protect the monarch and the desires held within. But if that were the case, why would traumatic memories the monarch would rather erase be the key to unlocking it?
So it's the other way around? The lock keeps the monarch inside? Jails equals dungeons, right? Yeah.
Given that these are cognitive worlds, maybe it means monarchs think their trauma will protect them.
I find that rather odd. If anything, I would think it's the other way around.
That makes sense, actually.
Correct. What if it is the other way around? Why might a door like that exist?
To keep the monarch confined.
Right. I think so too. What if that door isn't to keep intruders out, but to trap monarchs in?
That's some serious shit.
You mean they're trapped?
I thought the monarchs are the ones in charge.
Think about it. What would happen if a monarch tried leaving their cage?
They'd touch the door, and then hear the voices of their trauma?
Which takes them back in because they don't want to face it, right?
Exactly. They'll remember what made them so warped in the first place, and stick to their guns as a monarch. And thus, the cycle continues unbroken. The monarchs really are birds in a cage.
Why did I never think about it? I knew it's gonna be a mastermind, but I wondered, how can you tie it with a story? But now it makes so much sense, actually. Whoa, okay. I feel kind of dumb that I haven't realized it before.
From that perspective, the shadows protecting the keys inside the trauma cell hold a far more sinister purpose. They aren't there to prevent the monarch's trauma from being discovered. They're wardens guarding an elaborate system to ensure the monarch's imprisonment.
That's some serious shit.
Let me get this straight. You're basically saying these monarchs are being manipulated, and by virtue of that, there's somebody doing the manipulating.
How's Hyodo-san's smartphone looking?
Nothing wrong with her phone or the Emma installed, but I did find traces of surveillance.
Dumb streamers unsub. Yeah, but it's weird. Now it's so obvious. I feel like yesterday's podcast again, when I was listening to Rhythm talk about Dark Souls. When you explain it, it feels so obvious, but I wouldn't get there myself. And here is basically the same thing. The prison keepers and the locks keeping the monarchs inside the birdcage makes so much sense if you think about it. But I haven't thought about it, that's the problem. I haven't thought about it. I knew it's probably they're being manipulated. The thought came through my mind, but I didn't know exactly how or what causes it. But that makes so much sense. But I'm still keeping to my one gun that I fired pretty early. But okay. I'm keeping to my two guns, but one is very small pea shooter and the one is the fucking AK-27. The small pea shooter is that the first lady, the commissioner that is employer of Zenkichi, the commissioner lady, the old lady that's commissioner, is somehow connected to the manipulating. I said it's gonna be one of the bosses, but I doubt that, honestly, because there is a better chance, the better figure for me to frame it, and that's this science lady we met in Sendai. The Ichinose, was it? I think? The creator of Emma. I'm pretty damn sure we're gonna fight her as a villain. I don't know if she's gonna be locked in a cage like other monarchs, or if she's gonna be the final boss, but I'm feeling so strong about her being a villain and being bad overall. Like, if that's not the actual thing, I'm gonna be mad at myself and surprised at the writing, but I'm pretty sure that she has something to do with it.
Huh. I'll bet it's the same snooper we keep running into, though I'm lost as to who it might be.
So this observer and our mastermind may just be one and the same. Anyone have any guesses?
Ichinose.
The first suspect is Medice, the company in charge of Emma. Since you can't get into jails without Emma, I can't write it off as mere coincidence.
Medice, huh? Too bad we can't just storm their headquarters.
You mean the cops can't actually do that?
You need to have a warrant.
Of course not. How could we even put out a warrant on them? By saying they go around turning people into monarchs?
Told ya, you need a warrant for that.
You have a call from Ichinose.
Speak of the devil.
Hi there! Sorry for the relative lapse in communication, but I did turn up some info that I thought you guys might like to know.
She's evil. She is evil. She created jails or some other shit. Or she's gonna be in jail. I don't know. She's gonna be a palace ruler or monarch or shit. Something with her. I'm 90% sure.
So, I've been looking into Emma all this time, and I still have yet to find any differences between her past and present versions. I mean, this is state-of-the-art tech. Not something just anybody could pry open and take a look inside.
What we did, Taba did though, right?
Then I took a peek at Emma's changelog, and that's where things got interesting. It seems Emma was transported to Okinawa at some point after I sold her to Medice.
Why is that important?
Yes, exactly. Why was the first thing that popped into my head. So I dug around some more, and I found that off the coast of Okinawa, on the island of Kokojima, Medice apparently has a research lab. Oddly enough, its existence is unknown to the public, and when I called to ask for records, nothing came up. Basically, they're running a secret research lab. How crazy is that?
Don't tell me you have to go from fucking Sapporo to Okinawa. Right now. Okay, so, to put the perspective. Japan, right? Japan is this long island country, right? Let me put it in the correct perspective. Japan, it's hard because I have to do it mirrored. Japan is a very long island country. And here is Hokkaido, the island. And we're here in Sapporo. This is the rest of the islands of Japan going through. And Okinawa is down there on the small islands after, even below the actual islands of Japan. It's like Hawaii of Japan. So here's Sapporo, the entire Japan, and down there is Okinawa. Like even below the actual rest of Japan. So, yeah, we're just gonna drive to Okinawa, right? From Sapporo, from the top island to the very bottom of actual Japan. Unless, you know, they let us go with, I don't know, plane or something. It's 3-hour flight from Tokyo. Flight from Tokyo. 3 hours. Imagine from Sapporo, which is, well, pretty far up north.
So, if Emma's been altered in any way, I would think it had to have been done on that island. Well, guys, wasn't I a super stellar source of information?
Yeah, keep it up.
You just leave it to me. I've become rather fond of investigating, actually. Well, guess it's bye for now, Phantom Thieves. Please regale me with tales of your adventure another time.
So what did Ichinose-san say?
It's Okinawa time.
Okinawa? Crystal clear waters? Shisa statues? Juicy pineapples?
We've already had some pineapples in Sendai though. Don't underestimate pineapples in Sendai. They cure SP.
Shinsuko cookies?
Let's say soba because I like rather just regular dishes than sweets.
Oh, that too! It's that ramen-like thing, yeah?
Yeah, soba is the ramen thing. Yeah, let's go with that.
Guys, can you snap out of it?
If it's an unregistered facility, we could always say we're conducting a field survey. That way we could ensure their cooperation. We may even find proper evidence that could be used in court. It may be well worth going. But Kukujima is a bit far from the Okinawa mainland.
Oh my god, don't tell me it's even far on this. Okinawa is the main island of the archipelagos of... Jesus, what was its name? Reishu? So if the... and it's up... it's the more northern than southern island on the archipelago. So if you have to go even more deep down there, Jesus.
Then I guess we'd have to go by plane.
Finally, not using the RV. Thank God.
What about our precious Feathermobile? We've taken it all this way!
That's what you're naming this thing?
For the Featherman, of course.
Plus, you said it'd be dangerous using public transportation.
Even so, wouldn't it be too complicated to try to reach Okinawa by car?
That. From Sapporo to Okinawa.
Give me a sec.
Nice ringtone, by the way.
Hey, what's up? Yeah. Yeah. Of course I'm aware, but I also have a job to do, you know?
Who's he talking to?
Why would I lie? I'm being honest, I swear. Of course I remember. The thing is, I'm a little... well... Oh.
He has a daughter he has to take care of? That's my guess.
You got hung up on.
And he forgot about her birthday or some shit?
Okay, guys. Lane's a no-go. We're driving.
Huh?
You mean we're going all the way to Okinawa by car?
No, please don't.
The thing is, I need to make a stop along the way. So we'll be heading to Kyoto first.
Did you say Kyoto?
What's this about, exactly?
Yeah, I primarily work for the Kyoto Police Department. I thought I'd take a moment to catch up, share intel, you know, cop stuff. After that, we head to Kobe. We can take a direct ferry to Okinawa from there. That ought to cut down on time.
But that's still quite a distance. Even to Kyoto.
Not to worry. I'll do the driving.
In the RV?
You're tagging along?
Wait, am I to believe that Nijima's been doing all the driving? Okumura, I thought you already had your license.
I do have it. It's just... I don't have much experience behind the wheel.
I feel that. I wouldn't drive the RV by myself.
Plus, Haru's driving is not exactly...
Same as me as well.
Well, in any case, we're taking off immediately.
If we're leaving from here, you'll need to take the Hokuriku Expressway. The estimated travel time will be...
About 21 hours, give or take.
Gramps is correct.
21 hours? Are you nuts?
21 hours by car on Japanese highways, which are very good. 21 hours is gonna be from Poland from one side to another. But yeah, maybe even more. Considering all the stops and shit. It's from Japan, from Sapporo to fucking Kyoto. Kyoto is on the bottom of Honshu. So the current the main island, the long one, the middle one. We're on.
You forget I'm an officer of the law? We're badass at driving.
What's with him all of a sudden? It's like he lit a fire under his ass.
Fine by me, so long as I can visit Kyoto at last.
There goes Inari, revealing his true colors.
Pedal to the metal.
All right then, let's hit the road. I'll get you rascals there in record time.
Oh, by the way, isn't pedal to the metal with a T? Did they spell this wrong, or am I wrong? And my entire life I thought it's pedal to the metal with a T. Okay, so I'm right. They misspelled it. Okay, I'm not dumb, at least. So you don't need to unsub me. Yeah, I'm going to buy SP items. All SP items.
Let's get to work.
First of all, let's go into Sophia's shop. Let's go for Bond. Oh no, I've upgraded already. Never mind. So let's go to Sophia's shop.
This should be helpful. What are you selling? Are you sure? Things are discounted right now. You should buy some.
Yes, thank you.
Okay? Thanks for your patronage. Thank you very much. How many would you like? You put it to good use, okay? How many would you like? You put it to good use, okay? You want to put it to good use, okay?
I'm trying. Okay, no more weapons, right? There are no new weapons. Yeah.
Who's it for?
Same goes with protectors.
Which one?
I guess need to unlock them. Yeah. Yeah.
Who is it for?
For accessories, I don't think there are any that I particularly like here.
Who is it for?
44 hours by ferry from Tokyo to Okinawa, or if you from the most southern part of the mainland, more than 25 hours. Yes, it's a lot of time to go by car. Thankfully, it's a video game, and we can experience it by watching it, and not by driving. Because we're not using public transportation, apparently. Do we cook stuff? That's the question.
I'll just going with this.
Yeah, I'm gonna do another coffee.
That smells good. Looks good to me. Looks good to me.
Let's do 2 more ramen.
It's ready.
Ah, ramen! Just like you're here in chat. Okay.
You should buy something.
So let's also buy some ingredients.
Thank you very much. You put it to good use, okay? You put it to good use. Thanks for your payment. How many would you like? You put it to good use. How many? Thank you very much. How many? Thank you very much.
Okay, that's that. Let's cook one more, actually.
What are you going to make? Do you want to cook this one? Oh, it looks good.
Okay, let's talk to everybody, because I think they are standing here. Yeah. Honestly, I think I'm gonna stop buying killing items, except for SP. But honestly, let me go through the items first. Look how many of them are there. I have 21 quick fixes alpha. I have 10 quick fixes Z. 6 drinks that heal 100 HP. And 12 medicines. 17 pineapples. So I think SP is the way to go here. SP items is the only thing I need to care about at this point, so I'm gonna buy them. And there are only 2 in this area, I believe. Oh, hello there. Maybe I should just run for election. Yes, we got another souvenir, nice. Okay, what does this charm do? That's the question. Thank you for giving me items, guys, by the way. I highly appreciate it. Don't forget. Nothing useful. Thanks, Haru, for nothing. Let's go to North Ward first.
Oh. Huh?
Ghosts have been known to appear in Suzushino. Anne. Okay, I can talk to Anne. Oh, I cannot buy it. Okay. Does that mean I cannot buy anything because it technically counts as me buying it earlier?
Can I help you fight?
No, I can't buy stuff. Okay.
Thank you.
See you.
Yo. Indeed.
Hey, I cannot talk to USK here. Let's go here because that's Jingin to caramel. It's not being able to buy again. I think that's it when it comes to SP items overall. Yeah, I think it is. That's it basically. Let's go to Odori Park. Okay. I think we can leave. Everything was done. There are no shops that sell charms and shit.
Let's get to work.
So let's save as soon as I go into the camper.
I'll just add this.
I should have left the save here so I can check other dates on the Ferris wheel. But whatever.
This is the request.
No new requests. Everything is done. I've done all of the requests needed for Sapporo. Used all the personas I need. Let's go to the next city. Zenkichi is actually behind the wheel right now. That's funny, but I thought he has a car. Like, I thought he's driving by his own car.
Like me to drive for a while?
Don't worry about me. You just get some sleep. We've still got a long way to go.
Are you sure?
You're sure you're okay?
You kids don't need to be worrying over an adult like that. This is nothing for me.
To be fair, you are an excellent driver. The RV tends to shake a lot more when I'm behind the wheel.
I may not look it, but I used to patrol in a squad car. Driving's second nature to me at this point.
Teach me how.
Sure, once you've got a license.
How tough is it, being police?
Well, it sure ain't easy. Oh, right. You're studying to become some police bigwig, aren't you, Nijima?
Oh, that's true.
Yes,
She can relate.
I've only just begun.
Wouldn't really recommend it myself. This job's nothing but hell. Your hours are a mess. You get transferred all over the place. Anything goes down at the scene, you get blamed.
Maybe so, but my heart's set on it, no matter how tough it may be.
The resolve. You'll do great, Makoto. I know
Thank
this.
Well, if your heart's set, then do what you gotta do. But as your future senior, I'll share this. The harder you work, the more you wind up putting the people in your life on the back burner. Criminals don't care about your schedule. Tragedies don't care. You'll barely see your own home. Sit on that for a bit. Then decide if the force is right for you.
Well, I am already quite aware. And speaking of, don't you have any family waiting for you at home?
Good question.
Trouble at home?
Aw, can it? Just mind your own business. Let's just say you've got to think about yourself before you can worry about anyone else.
Yes, I suppose that's true.
Hmm? What's up now?
You just reminded me of my father, is all. He was an officer, too. Unfortunately, he lost his life on duty.
I see.
He took his job a lot more seriously than you seem to. When you boil it down, you two are actually quite similar.
You shouldn't diss your father so badly, comparing him to me. So, Nijima, when you were little, your old man probably wasn't home often either, was he? How'd you feel about that?
Well...
Oh, I told you he has a small child.
My father was an officer who acted on his beliefs, all the way to the end. He taught me that his duty was to keep people from being hurt. It may just be his influence on me, but I think becoming an officer is still an admirable path in life.
If only that were always true. Our ability to help is restrained. The shrewder and more malicious the target, the less we can actually serve them justice.
That's why we have fantasies.
Held back by the red tape, held back by all sorts of laws. The only thing the police do is obey orders, even when they involve total injustice or an absence of human logic. Basically, the cops I see every day are nothing but a bunch of spineless dogs. And that includes when I'm looking in the mirror.
That hits hard when you think about what's happening in Poland. Yay! Politics. They should put me through hell.
I've heard about it. I'm impressed you never cracked under it all. But anyway, that wasn't what I was getting at. I meant, when you were still just a kid, how did you feel about your dad rarely being home, Nijima?
Oh, when I was younger? I did understand that it was part of his job, but I do remember missing him still. But at least I always had my sister with me.
I see. Sorry to bother you with all that. You guys had better get to sleep already. If we run into trouble while you're all too tired, I'm the one who'll be in real deep shit.
Gotta love Zenkichi. Gotta love him.
I slept so much that even sleep's boring now. What do?
Well, is anyone feeling peckish yet? Although I suppose we've nearly reached Kyoto.
Come on, Ryuji! Make us laugh.
Tell me to perform for you. I ain't some comedian.
Shit, not now.
I'll take the wheel for you.
Well, I guess there's no reason not to. Go ahead. Make it quick, though. Just say I'm driving, and then I'll call back later.
Caller's ID says that is someone named Akane.
Hello? It's way past noon. Where are you? Don't tell me you forgot what day it is. We were supposed to visit Mom's grave together.
Oh. Oh. That's why he really wants to go to Kyoto. Yikes.
Huh? Who is this? Please give him his phone back.
He's driving right now.
Driving? Oh, I guess that makes sense.
What is it? Who's calling?
Is it some kind of emergency?
Kind of, yes. I would say so.
Just pull over, Gramps.
Do I hear a bunch of girls with you? What an asshole! You're
You're just out partying right now, aren't you?
Ooh, she sounds pissed.
You really are the worst! Don't bother coming home again. You don't even deserve to visit Mom's grave.
I don't know the details, but is everything alright?
We got a feel for Zenkichi. She is not happy, that's true.
I see.
So, who was that anyway?
My daughter?
Daughter? You have one?
He's a Gramps, he can't have a daughter, he's pretty old, you know?
Yeah, damn it. Sorry, time to floor it. Hang on to your seats, kids.
Kyoto in just one day, are you crazy?
Okay, we're in Kyoto city limits. Is this good? I really have to go. Just park this somewhere and check out the temples or something. I'll be in touch tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Where is there overnight?
What in the heck?
Family stuff is important.
He's been in quite the state since that phone call earlier.
Maybe plans to keep, or something.
He's supposed to visit the grave.
Based on my deductions, today seems to be the day Zenkichi's wife passed away. He is due at her grave to pay respects.
F.
Zenkichi-san's wife passed away?
That's why his daughter demanded to know where he was.
Zenkichi. He could have just told us what was going on.
He will be too attached to us, that's the problem.
Talking to him, like, really bad, especially for today.
She was enraged by the sound of young female voices. She surmised, "You're just out partying right now, aren't you?"
Whoa. Talk about getting the wrong idea.
That's terrible. We need to go straighten things out with her right away.
Maybe we should stay out of it. Maybe, just maybe. Just maybe.
We can't do that. We're the ones who talked him into that whole mess.
I have found only one cemetery in the vicinity. He will be there.
The one cemetery in Kyoto. Are you for real? I don't think so, but sure. Maybe in the very closest vicinity. That would make more sense.
Sorry, I'm late. Akane?
I'm not here for excuses. Go have fun with your girls. Goodbye.
No, you don't understand. I'm on the job right now.
Do not come near me again. Got it? Can't even catch Mom's killer.
Oh, damn, that hurts. First of all, I see that my camera is a little bit messed up, so I can pull down the blinders a little bit more, so that you can see me better. Because there's less light means more light on the camera, I guess. And that one hurt. That one was painful.
Can't even look your daughter in the eye? Of course. You refuse to face up to anything. The way I see it, you're no father to me.
Oh my god, that's painful. Oh, don't ever say that to your closest ones, ever. That's painful.
Well, you know...
What do we even do? We really crashed that ship. She's really eviscerating him. This whole thing is entirely our fault. We're the ones who should explain everything. Hang on a second. Please?
You can explain everything.
What? You guys? What are you doing here?
Who are you?
I'm the guy from the phone.
Huh? And why are...
She's totally suspicious of us. I would be too, but...
Sorry to barge in on this, but please, we have to tell you something first.
Why did you come here? I told you, wait until tomorrow!
Well, we are the ones responsible for upsetting your daughter.
Akane-chan, right? We're working a case together, so we were all traveling as a group until he ran off to meet you. Since your father volunteered to handle the driving, he answered the phone instead.
Mm-hmm. Your dad's not that bad.
So when I talked to you...
He was driving us all to Kyoto. We're so sorry we upset you.
Oh, I see. In that case, please excuse my awful behavior. I'm sorry for jumping the gun and making a scene like that.
Whoa, she's so well behaved. She's already more mature than Ryuji.
But for real, you sure don't seem like you'd be his kid.
He said for real. It's in the middle of the sentence, but I'm counting it anyway. I'm counting it anyway.
You shut up!
So, Akane-chan, you and your dad made a promise about today, right?
We are so sorry he got here late. That's totally our fault too.
Oh no, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm sorry too, Akane. I promise. I really did remember it was today. It's just... this case is dragging us all over the place, and...
What's so funny?
Well...
Laughter is a way to cope with stress, so yeah.
Also, you told me none of this. Couldn't you have simply explained all this to me before today?
She's ripping into him at an adult level.
I mean, if you were to grow up alone, you kind of mature pretty quickly. I know that.
To think she's so cold to her father on such a day.
Hello, brother. You came at the best possible moment because plot.
You know how the police can't talk about active cases and stuff, right?
That's right. In the Force, any information about a case that leaks to the public could ruin all our hard work.
Come on, just cut him some slack.
Ryuji!
Sure, I don't got a right to talk, considering all the hell I put my own mom through. But he's taking care of you, right? So don't go biting his head off over this.
Yeah, if I did that to Sojiro, it'd probably take him the better part of the year to recover.
I mean, remember what you did to Sojiro back in the P5, Taba? Yeah, don't call names like this right now. What was this quote that we count? For real. It says in the command. Number of times Ryuji said for real. It's 14 right now.
I mean, it's not like...
We're not trying to pile on you, though. I'm sure you have your own reasons for what you said.
But his delay really was because of work. Please, at least don't blame him for that.
Please.
I understand.
Thank you, Akane-chan.
We especially regret causing trouble on such an important day.
May we pay our respects as well?
Sure.
Guys, thanks.
Our ratings with Zenkichi went just like that. Because of what happened, just straight skyrocketed.
Don't sweat it. Don't forget you owe us one too, Zenkichi.
Hey, zip on the lips, cat. I am not explaining all this to Akane.
Don't worry, Akane can't hear a thing. Come on, let's go pay our respects.
So, 2 years. How the time flies.
I'm asking accident.
It was...
Well, I should go home.
why don't we go together? I'll order some takeout.
No, thank you. I want nothing to do with you.
Still.
Hey, Akane!
She's not stopping.
Boy, is she icing Gramps out or what? This isn't just some teen rebel thing.
She's accusing him because he didn't do anything in her case.
But she's so polite, too. I really wonder what could have happened.
Hey, sorry about all that. You guys really did save me back there. I've gotta get home, but I'll see you all tomorrow. Be in touch. Yeah?
Fine by us, but you sure you're good to just go home like that?
Don't worry. She's just at that age, you know?
Wrong.
I know you don't get home too often, but is everything okay there? Akane-chan's eating well and all that?
Yeah, my wife's parents are just next door. She just shuts herself up in her room every day, is all. From what they tell me, she always eats in her room. Easy packaged stuff.
Really? It's that bad?
I'm always at work, so I really don't know anything about her diet.
She's a growing young lady. I hope she's at least eating well.
I mean, this game is all about eating because we're traveling through Japan, so of course they have to bring up eating well or not.
I mean, I send her money at least. She's already a third year in middle school. I'm pretty sure she's set in her ways.
We shouldn't leave her alone, that's true.
Yeah, after what we put her through, I want to at least do something nice for her today.
Her dad's taken decent care of us so far. Why don't we treat him and the kid to a nice meal?
That's a great idea. I'd like to speak more with her. We can even help cook.
Oh, do we show our great cuisine skills? Of course.
Sounds like we'll need to stay over tonight. Let's make sure we pick up plenty of groceries.
All right, everyone, after Akane.
Huh? Wait a minute! You can't just invite yourselves over like that, damn it!
There's like Ikichi always with no choices.
Hey! Hey, you damn kids! Are you seriously crashing my place?
Yes.
Am I just talking to myself here?
Akane-chan, could you please pass the potatoes?
Oh, of course.
Oh, no need to be so formal with us. We can keep it real.
Or real, even.
Real? Okay, thanks.
You got it.
Akane, would you mind helping me cut the carrots?
Okay, sure.
Well, they seem to be getting along in there.
I guess she's warming up to us, huh? I seriously didn't think that could happen when we first met her.
She is a good kid, overall.
I can no longer sit idly by. I want to help too.
It's hard for an AI to actually help in the kitchen, you know.
I've got it. I'll find an award-winning recipe and...
Chill your circuits, Sophia. The curry always tastes good when you make it together with someone.
And Sophia cannot because she's an AI, and that makes her sad, even though it's an AI, so AI doesn't know what sadness is. But it's a video game.
Is that so?
I can't believe you've all raided my house like this. You guys have some serious nerve.
Yes, and...
Oh. I can't remember the last time this place felt so alive.
Hey, so... Gramps? You don't gotta answer if you don't wanna, but... What happened with Akane's mom?
Vehicular manslaughter. A hit and run.
Oh.
So that's what she meant. She said something about the killer too, right? They ever get caught?
No case was ever pursued. Any suspect is way out of my reach.
They're out of your reach? Oh, a politician. Don't tell me.
It's none of your concern.
Sure, but...
Hey, would you help put the finishing touches on this?
Come on, off to work. It better be worth the hassle.
Of course, because I am the best cook ever, right?
So good! Oh, these vegetables in Kyoto make curry so amazing.
Let me try. This is delicious. I'll have to report this back to Sojiro.
Yeah, I knew he'd lose it.
He's gonna cry, right?
Curry that moves diners to tears? I wish I could try it.
How would that even work?
I want some too, but it's still too hot. Don't worry, Morgana. We'll be sure to leave some for you too.
The brains of the operation thinks of everything.
I'm quite jealous of you, Meowgana.
Excuse me? Meowgana!
Who are you talking to?
I believe that cat should not eat a curry. But Morgana is not a cat. It's a cat but not a cat, but a cat but not a cat. But a cat but not a cat. Deal? Deal. It's a cat whenever necessary, not a cat whenever not necessary. That's just how it is.
Just myself.
Can't we tell we have an AI in the phone? Like, it's... Why it's kept a secret to everyone? It's a normal thing.
Anyway, how's our curry, Akane-chan? Do you like it?
It is Plot Cat. Schrödinger's cat, actually. It's a cat and not a cat at the same time.
Is it good, Akane?
It's delicious.
She smiled. She smiled.
Good! I'm glad.
We'd better keep our mouths shut here, Sophia.
Oh man.
That's the quote that usually Morgana says, by the way. That's the joke. And oh, do we get a new recipe? Yep, we do.
Oh, did you just come up with a new dish? I can't wait to try it out.
Oh man, I could eat this all day. Time for another round.
Not today, Futaba. I'm taking another helping first.
All right, break it up. There's still more than enough to go around.
By the way, how much do they have to do? Like, that's because if you count like 7 Phantom Thieves, right? Plus some for Morgana, plus Zenkichi plus Akane. That's 10 people. That's curry for 10 people. Damn, that was some big cooking.
It really is good. Do you think I could make it by myself?
I'm sure you can.
I agree. You're very quick to learn. You'll be a curry master in no time.
Thanks. I'll do my best.
She's smiling. Uh-huh.
Oh, I've got an idea. Want to take a bath later, Akane-chan?
Huh? A bath?
That's the best way for us girls to get to know each other better. I can teach you all the supermodel secrets to glowing skin.
Really? Oh, that'd be great. I'd like to learn those too. Mind if I joined you?
Come on, how big do you think the bathroom is here?
Akane and a few ladies, which means basically the entire lady crew, I suppose.
Really?
Except for Taba, okay.
The place may be cramped, but it's yours for the night.
We're having a good time too.
Who the hell would ever guess the Phantom Thieves are a bunch of softies?
Isn't that obvious based on the modus operandi?
If someone is suffering, it's only right to provide aid when possible.
Yeah, we just do what we know we gotta do.
Help the weak and crush the strong. That's the Phantom Thieves way and always will be.
And we never forget when someone provides us a meal or a roof. Ever.
Oh, really? At any rate, I still wanted to thank you guys properly. It's been a long time since I've seen Akane so happy.
So, Gramps, about what we were saying earlier.
Okay, we're bringing it back. We're drilling the issue here. We gotta squeeze all the info.
Sorry. A whole day's driving, finally catching up to me. You were saying, Sakamoto?
Okay, we got it. We got it. You don't want to talk about it.
It's nothing.
Sorry, but I gotta hit that.
We got your illusion here.
Would you guys mind hanging out with Akane in her room for a bit? She's into some kind of online thing lately. Something to do with some show about her faves? Clearly I don't know anything about it, but I'm sure she'd be happy to fill you guys in on it.
Roger that. We got you covered. Hear that? We've accepted a mission.
A bonus request.
Good God!
So, this is my room, and...
Okay, I did not expect that. Okay. That caught me off guard, not gonna lie. I did not expect this at all.
Is this really all Phantom Thieves merch?
I didn't even know they made this much stuff.
Well, they are real famous, you know. I'm pretty sure some of these were only posted on super obscure websites, too. There are even some handmade ones. It's too much, isn't it? I know, it's lame.
No, that's not it, Akane-chan. You're into the Phantom Thieves, yeah?
It's really hard to contain yourself that you're one of them, right? At this exact moment. But damn, looking at that, there are some real cool merch. Like, if you see on the right, there are fucking figurines, even if they are in the shadows. These figurines are based only on that one exact showing of Phantom Thieves before beating Shido up, right? And that's the exact number of Phantom Thieves, except Mona, because who cares about Mona, obviously. Oh no, there is Mona in the background, right. So that's really surprising, because it nails down everything about Phantom Thieves. Even though there are not that many informations about Phantom Thieves themselves, right? Online. Aside from their logo and shit. There is a photo. There's so many of it. Like, based just on information that the overall public has.
Huh? Well, yeah.
Makoto is giving us all a loaded expression.
How neat! We're all the same then. Huh? You mean you're...
Yup, we're, huge Phantom Thieves fans.
Right! I love the Phantom Thieves. Go Phantom Thieves! Change their hearts and all that stuff.
Maybe they have a secret dark web fandom. I mean, if stuff like this happened in the real world, I would assume at least some of the people would be in their fan base, right? Should I pick it? No, I won't pick it. Phantom Thieves for life.
Really? Awesome!
I almost wanted to pick it. I was this close to picking it. No, let's not do this.
I'm into the Phantom Thieves because they seem like the only ones changing this crappy world for the better. They're not just fighting with their lives to save the people in trouble. They inspire people to be stronger too. They've got up to 8 or 9 members, but all their identities are still a mystery.
8 or 9 members. I know 8 because of Morgana, but why not? Remember what happened in P5 at that one moment at the end? Okay, never mind. Up to 9 is actually correct. I wanted to go back a little and figure out, okay, it's 9 but with Sophie, right? So it doesn't add up. Except not.
From the footage gathered online, they all seem so cool. I can't help but wonder who they really are.
Gee, I wonder.
Especially the one who's always in the middle. I think he's the leader. He's so mysterious and dreamy.
Oh?
That's so sweet.
You really do like the Phantom Thieves, huh? Damn, Kane-chan is so awesome!
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to rant like that. It's no problem at all. I'd love to hear more about the Phantom Thieves. Great! Oh, you know, maybe I could let you in on the show.
Show?
What show?
It's a live stream that's sort of all about the Phantom Thieves.
Oh, how interesting.
Even though we're technically super fans and we don't know it, by the way. Shush.
Yep, sounds like a great show. Okay, just give me a sec. It's almost time.
It's been some time since we last met, fellow Phantom Freaks.
Oh, she's doing it. We're not watching it, she's doing it. Oh my god, that's gorgeous.
Let us enjoy our time together tonight, Phantom Thieves superfans across the world.
She mentioned a stream, but I didn't realize she was the streamer.
What? It's like a totally different personality.
So this is the online thing she's into?
Can't blame her, honestly.
I think she's doing the voice for that action figure. Is she copying you? Whoa, pretty close.
Dude, he is him.
It is time to express our gratitude for the Phantom Thieves from the bottom of our hearts.
Our channel has over 50,000 subscribers.
You can sell some merch based on that. Girl.
That's easily a mid-tier account. I bet she's pulling in a decent income from this.
Tell ya. We should do it too. Is it YouTube or Twitch? 50,000 subscribers. I guess YouTube related, not Twitch related. Or I guess subscribers as in followers on Twitch, then yeah, that would make sense. Still, I love that event already.
So there are other supporters of the Phantom Thieves beyond the fan site alone.
It's embarrassing to admit, but it feels kind of nice.
My dear freaks, I'm sure you're aware of the Phantom Thieves' celebrated comeback.
I mean, yeah, one thing that's important is that Phantom Thieves were not a thing for half a year, and she's still holding all this merch and shit. And we just came back.
As of today, 3 more incidents fitting their MO have surfaced across Japan. This is cause for celebration. Let us welcome the return of the Phantom Thieves with open arms. Ha 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 ha!
She really acts the part.
Maybe she's just in an extra good mood? Her dad did come home today.
It's kind of a stretch. It is a stretch. Okay. This entire thing is a big stretch, but I still love it. That's all that is to it.
I have to agree. She reminds me of when my own dad would finally come home.
Really? You streamed like this too? What did you call it? Fist of the Phantom Channel?
You really want to find out?
No. Sorry.
Oh, that's so gorgeous. Oh my god.
Well, that's basically what an episode's like. That was great. You're an excellent showrunner. The spectators seem really into it too.
Oh, thanks. I've been doing these ever since the Phantom Thieves first popped up last year.
For a year? Damn, girl, that's a stretch. Damn, girl. If you're not running out of ideas so much for a year about Phantom Thieves who you have little of no info about, that's impressive.
Kids these days are so impressive.
Exactly.
Really, Grandma? I admit, my grades are kind of slipping. I should probably scale back on the live streams for a bit. Especially with high school entrance exams coming up and all.
In that case, would you like some help studying?
You mean it?
Of course. Would anyone mind?
Have fun, Makoto. No, of course I'm gonna join my wife on this.
Oh, thank you.
And you could do that with the parentheses anytime you deal with factorization.
Wow, thanks, Makoto-san. You're a really good teacher.
I'm glad to hear this is helping. Okay, on to the next one.
Good thing we left this to Makoto. No way we would have been any help.
What do you mean, Anne? You only fluked one exam out of all.
Yeah, they weren't exactly falling over themselves for us to help out anyway.
Thank you so much for doing all this for me.
Oh, it's the least I could do. We had to make up for intruding last minute and everything.
Oh no, not at all. I mean, like, I'm glad you did. It's been a long time since I hung out with someone.
Yeah, makes sense.
What about your friends?
None?
Well, I grew up in Tokyo, so I don't really have any friends here.
Really? I thought your father was in the Kyoto police.
After Mom's accident, he transferred here from Tokyo.
Oh, okay.
He said it's because my grandparents live here.
He seems like a good dad. He probably didn't want you to be all alone all the time.
Yeah, that's not it. He just wants to blow me off and go get drunk every night. Not just that. Mom was murdered, and he won't...
Now it's the time to talk about it, I guess.
I'm sorry.
It's alright. You've been through so much, Akane-chan.
I've just been so depressed ever since Mom died.
I mean, for a middle schooler to talk like this, that's mature. But I would assume that because you're growing up alone, you mature faster. But as I already mentioned that, it is a thing.
I wasn't having fun with stuff like I used to. Before I even knew it, all my friends had ditched me.
I see.
But nowadays, I'm doing a lot better thanks to my subscribers.
Please don't convert it to OnlyFans and we're cool, okay? Let's keep it civil.
But when I'm not streaming, I get really lonely.
You wanna know something? I lost my mother when I was young.
Huh?
At that point, my father had to raise my sister and me all by himself. Not only that, he was a police officer too. He would always be home so late, if at all.
Relatable, I see.
It happened so often that I really believed for a while that he didn't care about us.
Oh.
But one day, he was struck by a vehicle during an investigation, and he passed away.
Okay, I'm gonna break the sad mood with one thing. There is this panda pencil case that Makoto has. Buchiko, is it? She still has all the merch, I think.
I had no idea.
I had so many regrets at that point. I especially wished I'd shared more with my father. He had worked so hard for our family and the public, and I never thanked him at all for it. I just thought over and over, there's so much I wish I could say. I know it's not my place to speak on your father and your relationship.
Exactly. And you're kind of opening up too much, I think, but sure. It's a good moment for it.
But even still, I wish you could find a way to not blame your father for his work.
But he... It's nothing. Sorry.
If it's okay with you, would you tell me what happened between you and your father?
I like how everyone is just staring at them like...
I saw him. The man that ran Mom over.
What?
But they never arrested him. His secretary left behind some suicide note. Apparently it said, "I'm the one who ran over that woman."
That doesn't... If the police had an eyewitness, they'd never make such a huge error in their investigation.
I hate it when a game pulls a sad story moment card. Sometimes it do be like that. With the music and everything. I mean, we kinda had to at some point learn about Zenkichi's past, right?
That's what he said. At first. Eventually, he gave up on it too. Him and the rest of the police. None of them listened to me. And I told them so many times. Why? Because I'm just some kid? The guy who killed my mom is still out there!
Akane-chan.
He doesn't care about Mom anymore. He doesn't care about me. I know he's just trying to find the next woman so he can get on with his life. I know he thinks I'm just in the way.
That's harsh.
I wish anyone but him was my father.
Stop that. There is absolutely no way that your father doesn't care about you. I know you've suffered a lot, Akane-chan, but I really believe there has to be some sort of explanation for this. Hasegawa-san may seem like he doesn't care. I have a feeling he does. In his own way. Just a bit ago, he went through a lot of effort trying to reunite a lost boy with his mom. He's been there for us as well.
That's just...
I really mean it when I say Hasegawa-san reminds me of my own father.
Are you serious?
That's just
Even
the mic drop
when I
right here.
couldn't see him, he was always giving it his all for my sister and I. His family was always on his mind. And that's why I think your father's always working so hard as well, Akane-chan.
By the way, I think this bit right here is kind of important because I believe there are at least some people playing this game that may feel the same way as Akane does right now. And that's why it's important to pull bits like this into it, because, well, that actually may be true. That may actually, hearing this, even through from a video game character to another video game character, but actually to the public, to the player, right? It may actually help them. So it's a nice thing that the game actually does this, in my humble opinion.
Really? His face looks so much happier when you're around. It's completely different from when he's out in the world. That should prove just how important you are to him. You're the biggest thing in his world. Pushing him away isn't going to make you feel any better. It's only going to hurt you more. Instead, you should tell him how you really feel. Tell him everything, so you can't regret it later. No matter what you have to say, I know he'll listen to you.
That's a good advice overall, by the way. Don't pull this card on me, I don't want to cry.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to help. No, that's not it. My mom, she...
Please, forgive me. I really didn't mean to do this to you. Feel free to talk with me anytime you want. I'll be there for you whenever you need it.
And that's it for learning, I guess.
Thank you.
And the rest of us are just watching from the background like, hey, yeah? How are you doing, Makoto? Doing good job? Good job. Nice.
Why is Akane crying? Is she in pain?
Shh. Quiet.
Okay, I've got it. Akane-chan.
Thank goodness Makoto was here.
That poor girl.
Both Akane and Gramps are really torn up inside.
We ought to get to bed. We've got a long journey ahead of us tomorrow.
And Zenkiji is driving apparently again.
Yeah, my heart's all warm and fuzzy now. I'm gonna sleep like a baby.
He was listening to it, right? Of course he was.
Those kids.
Can we at least visit some stuff in Kyoto? What? Okay. That's scary. That's scary.
Well, Akane, I've got to get going. Once the case is through, I'm gonna take some time off. What do you say we take a trip somewhere? How about we visit a theme park?
I'm not a little kid anymore.
A Phantom Thieves theme park.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Shit, it is tense here.
Oh boy. Getting these two to open up is going to be a real hassle.
Now kiss. Just do it.
Don't. Come on, please, just stay out of it. Aw, are we still feeling pouty? Don't you think it's time to grow out of the whole tsundere thing?
Who's speaking, Futaba, by the way?
You too, Futaba-chan? Come on, quit it.
Will we ever be able to truly reunite father and daughter?
Just give it a little more time. I hope they find the opportunity to bond.
I'm sure they'll make it. Right, Akane-chan?
You're talking about them. If you're talking about someone, talk it to this someone and not around them, right? That's kind of impolite.
Yeah, I guess.
The time has come. If we wait any longer, the ferry will depart before we arrive.
Sounds like we have to get going. Take care, Akane-chan.
Oh, thanks for everything. Here. It's like a Kyoto souvenir.
We're not staying in Kyoto though. We have to get going.
I mean, you guys did so much for me. So...
We'll hang up in the RV, just like all other toys. Mini umbrella.
Promise to come back soon.
Okay.
Of course! Next time, we'll bring tons of snacks and we can stay up all night gossiping.
We can share a bath again, too.
Reach out to me anytime you like. I'm looking forward to hearing from you.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Have a good trip.
Come on, say all your goodbyes.
I guess. Be careful.
Is that it?
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I'll be careful.
Whoa! Sure seemed to work for him, though.
I mean, compared to nothing, it's still an upgrade, right? And we leave Kyoto. Up to Okinawa. Already Okinawa. Oh, we're still on a ferry, okay.
Wow, how pretty! It's like a field of shining blue jewels. Oh, I know I'm gonna cry.
Now this is a sight to see. I'd love it even more if we were just here for a casual trip.
What do you think, Sophia? Pretty nice.
So this is the Okinawan Sea. How pretty. What's it like under the water?
There's a ton of fish.
Okay. I'd like to see that for myself one day.
Man, ain't riding on a big-ass ship like this so exciting?
Indeed. Perhaps my adventurer's heart has been stirred. I can feel a surge of passion within.
Okay then.
By the way, I don't think that's...
It's time to get in formation.
I don't think that at any point of our journey Yusuke has painted or even sketched anything. As an artist, that should be his thing, right? Aside from, you know, eating, because he's all about food. He never even sketched anything. I think adding that little of detail would upgrade his character a little bit. Aside from you just know eating and doing this thing all the time.
Ryuji, on your hands and knees.
Huh? Am I what?
And you, Mona, get on my head.
You've... What is this?
Feast your eyes on the splendor that is the classic movie poster pose! Hendai!
Oh my god, these cutscenes, I love them.
I think you've gotten it all wrong.
Isn't this just some kind of weird cheerleading routine?
Nope.
I'd call it an impersonation of the town musicians of Bremen.
Just why did you need me for this?
Hey, you! Get down! That's dangerous!
You guys are so stupid.
Yes, and... Okay, we're finally in Okinawa.
We finally made it.
That actually looks like Hawaii of Japan.
We're on that ship forever. I still feel like I'm on the waves.
It was quite the rare experience, being surrounded by the dazzling sea like that.
So this is Kukujima, huh? Oh, there are more people than I expected.
Right? I was picturing something closer to an untouched island than all this.
This actually was a pretty quiet place until just a few years ago. But eventually, some folks cooked up a mass migration plan. They even had a slogan, "Find your new tropical life." All of a sudden, a population under 200 people suddenly explodes to nearly 1,000.
The port area is really quite lively. It has a bit of a resort feel to it.
Sounds like summer vacation's back on!
Come on, you know we're not here to screw around. First thing we do is head for the research facility.
He's right. We should start there. I'd like to get the investigation underway as soon as possible.
There go the two cops again.
Case has to come first, that's true.
We can enjoy our free time here once the case is solved. Our current objective is the lab Ichinose found.
Okay, let's go! Which way?
It's a secret lab, so...
Sophia?
It's a secret lab, so yeah.
What's up?
I wasn't able to find any information regarding the facility.
How's that possible?
Well, Ichinose did say it wasn't exactly on the level, right? Maybe we just have to track it down ourselves.
I'm sorry I couldn't help.
Oh, if that's the case, we should ask around and see if we can find any locals who know about it.
Who do you think we should ask first? Oh, maybe the shopkeepers know something.
I spy a souvenir shop. I'm gonna buy something for Sojiro.
Wait, Futaba! I'll join you in the search for native crafts.
Oh, now the sketchy shit going on.
Commissioner? It's Hasegawa.
What's the situation? It's unlike you to go dark for 3 days straight.
My apologies. I was on the ocean. I couldn't get a connection.
The ocean?
The investigations led us to Okinawa. Supposedly, there's a research facility here with ties to that Emma app. This was the best lead I had. I brought the Phantom Thieves along with me.
Any chance of locating concrete evidence there?
It's too soon to tell. I'll start by questioning the facility staff. If I find out they're trying to cover their tracks, though, I'll have to escalate the investigation. And I'll definitely need you to send backup, if that's how it pans out.
Fine. Keep me posted. We're still looking into Medice on our end. I'll let you know should anything turn up.
Thank you, ma'am.
Remember, Hasegawa, the Phantom Thieves are not solely in your pocket to help you track down the perpetrator. You are keeping them close for when we are pressed to present a culprit. When the time comes, you will turn them in immediately. Don't get too attached.
Too late, by the way.
Clear?
Understood. Understood.
Too late already. It's too late. He's not gonna do it. It's Zenkichi. Begin investigation, but before we begin investigation, couple of things. First of all, I still don't like the fact that we didn't get the pan in, just like we did in Sendai and Shibuya. Yeah, Shibuya. That's first. And second, that's a pretty small village. Oh, there's Zenkichi's portrait for the first time ever. Nice. And second of all, I'm hungry. It's been 4 PM and I haven't eaten anything since morning because of streaming. It looks like they've used a fake name for this island, as I cannot find that name anywhere. I mean, it makes sense to make a fake name for an island that supposedly has a hidden research facility, right? It kind of makes sense. But yeah, I'm gonna end off for now. I'm gonna grab something to eat, and after I do, I'm gonna come back with more Okinawa time and Persona 5 Strikers. First of all, let's save, because I kind of forgot. Also, there's a nice tune in the background. But yeah, that's it for now. We'll see each other later today. And in the meantime, have a nice rest of the day if you're not gonna see each other again. And if we do, till next time in a couple of hours.